die, man. Oh shit, the mic fell off. Hey. Test 1, 2. Mic check. You hear me, Ed?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Get mic'd up right here real quick. Hey, what's going on, y'all? So, yeah, it's a pretty good Friday today, I would say. What you think, Ed?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good, man. It's a little cloudy.
A little cloudy, but the rain ain't coming down. So I think we're good out here without an umbrella. If we need an umbrella, it's right here by us. You feel me? You guys are now tuning in with 2.5 square miles, film, TV, and music. Out here, out of the West Coast, out of Northern California, straight about the San Francisco Bay Area, from a small town cemetery once upon a time, the murder capital of America, called East Palo Alto. And today, I'm going to be interviewing an all-time legendary hip-hop street rap artist, my big brother right here, KAPONE from Totally Insane, one half of Totally Insane. Ad, you wanna let them know what you represent and what spot you from out here in East Palo Alto?
Oh yeah, I'm from East Palo Alto, Midtown, Alberni, 1000 block. This, as a matter of fact, we in a legendary spot. It used to be Crystals back in the day.
Yeah, CNS right here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Crystals right here.
And back when he was talking about, he said we was the murder capital 92. Back then, it wouldn't have been cool for me to be sitting right here. You know?
it was hard.
Yeah, it would have been involvement right now. So.
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard.
So yeah.
But yeah, it was I just appreciate you coming out here. Giving me this interview. You could have gave it to anybody else out there, but you gave me some time and spared me with an interview out here, man. I'm originally out here, right here off of Buchanan and Clark, representing to the fullest to the VIAAGE. And like you said, there was a lot of problems back then.
Yeah.
Especially funking, aka beefing, aka shootouts right here in the small town between Midtown Hall, Menlo side to Clark to the Village over here. So it was quite a catastrophe, mayhem back in the days. Would you say?
Yeah, definitely.
You want to speak on that a little bit?
Yeah. Well, growing up in that in that time, right before that, all the dudes from around there, we used to play football together in the Batallero and Pop Warner and all the shit. And,
yes,
be at the park, Jack Farrell, be at the boys club in Menlo. And then all of a sudden, it just, around 90, 91, it just, funk jumped off and it was going back and forth for a while. And then in 92, it just exploded. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of dangerous to be living out here around that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
My daughter was a baby and I remember having her at the house and shit, and I used to have to come out to carry her the little thing the car seat.
Yeah, the car seat.
Carried the car seat with my pistol in my hand, like, you know what I'm saying, and it was, that shit was crazy.
That's real life. That's real life living. When you got to when it pushes you into the corner and you ain't got nothing really else to fall back on, that's what it is. You gotta be packing out here 24/7 because they pulling up on you like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially the youngsters today is just terrible.
Yeah,
they terrible. But based on our murder capital today in 2023, it wasn't that bad compared to back then. You
no, not at all.
So right now it's a little sweet. It's a little. It's kind of like Disneyland out here right now. It ain't too much going on right now.
Well, what I think happened was when a big corporation move into a small town like this, it partners up with the government. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It partners up with the law, with the police department, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Facebook sponsors a lot of shit out here, so the police and the officials are gonna make sure that the city looks presentable for these big corporations that's generating a lot of bread through here now. Back then we didn't have that. Back then, back then 92, shit, East Palo Alto was one of the poorest cities in the whole county, San Mateo County. We had the worst school district in San Mateo County, and it was like. Back then, being a youngster looking at it then, it was like I didn't see a future like this for East Palo Alto.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I didn't see it getting better. I didn't see the biggest corporations in the world move here right down the street. I never seen that. I never even envisioned that. Four Seasons right over the ramp.
Four Seasons right over the
you know
ramp.
What I'm saying?
When we had University Circle right there.
Yeah.
Tom's Jewelry, West Sounds.
Whiskey Gulch.
Gulch, you know, A1 Liquor Store, University Liquor Store, Kentucky,
Popeyes,
Car Wash, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? Manhattan Projects, O'Keefe Projects, West Park Projects.
It was a gas station right there in the corner for a minute.
Yes, sir. I think that was a 76.
Yeah. Dang, that motherfucker was dangerous
too. Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I never envisioned it being a boy, and I grew up here my whole life. I was born at Stanford Hospital, right up the street, right across the light.
Right.
Came straight to Alberni. My mama grew up on Alberni, so I'm a East Palo Alto native for sure.
For sure, off top.
And I never, when I was young, I never saw this happening. I never saw the future ending up like this. Like, damn, you know.
Yeah.
One of the biggest corporations in the world is right down. I could walk to that motherfucker from the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they pretty much gentrified our hood right now, man.
Yeah.
You know, and they pretty much bought out our last downtown that they bought out was right here on University Circle, right?
Yeah. What's the word? Amazon bought that little where Tadlocks and
Tadlocks,
La Familia in the
La Familia, yep.
They brought that. The pharmacy used to be right there.
The pharmacy right there, yep.
They bought that whole little block shit and fucking put up a goddamn Amazon is over there now, and that's like one of their main headquarters, I believe. You know.
Yep.
They remodeled the whole block, took the whole block, shut the little street down. Right, what is that? Capitol.
Capitol.
You can't even come off Capitol. Yeah, you can't even come off Cooley and Capitol to go to University anymore. You got to go all the way around.
Yeah, they like detoured everybody's shit, man.
And not only that, what about over there where Home Depot at? Remember, they used to be Ravenswood High School.
Yeah, Ravenswood High School.
Man,
Cooley Projects.
They got a whole fucking
yeah,
and add more shit to it, you know. But I mean, it's it's good for the community. This is the community that I would want my kids to grow up in.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, me and you grew up in the worst of it.
Right.
And real hustlers hustle and go through it to get their family out of it. You know what I'm saying? To make it better for their family, so the kids ain't got to go through it. You know, no real nigga want his kid doing this, getting in trouble and doing the same thing he doing. Everybody want their family to elevate. If you love your family, you really want them to elevate. You don't want them to, you know.
Absolutely. You don't want them to take 10 steps backwards.
Take 10 steps
going through
backwards.
what we've been going through.
Yeah.
So that's a good look on that. Yeah. You've been one of our best all-time legendary rappers out here. You and Mac out here of Totally Insane. So how did that come about? I mean, how did you guys? I know y'all. You guys all grew up from the town right here, out in the town on the other side of the mid road. But how did the music part come into play?
We was all going to Ravenswood Middle School.
Ravenswood Middle School, yeah.
And,
Green Oaks in the back.
Green Oaks, Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh.
And of course, we all were fans of rap. We all were fans of hip hop. And when we get together, we was. I hung around dudes, me, 10, Scoot, Chunk, Doc Louie, Tiny T, Spicy D, Icy D, Brucey B. We all was in the music. We all was in the rap, and we all used to come together. We knew what each other was into, and we all used to come together on the playground and form a circle and just get in there and just bust. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One day we was out there busting, and our English teacher, Miss East, was walking by on her little break.
Miss East.
Yeah, you remember Miss East?
Yeah.
She was walking by and heard us over there in the circle busting, and she came over there like, so we got kind of spooked and stuck. We was cussing. We was talking about, we talking that shit. So we kind of stopped to give her respect. She like, nah, keep going. Let me hear it. Let me hear what y'all got. Y'all sound kind of tight. So we kept busting.
That's what's up.
So what she did was every day after school, she used to let us come to our class and just hang out and get, practice, just somewhere we could practice, huddle up and work on our shit and, get our shit together. And then she started, went to the principal about us and told her she wanted to start planning assemblies and talent shows at the school.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So when she started doing that, of course, we was in all of them, you know what I'm saying? And we grew an audience then. So we had I've said it on record before, we had a group called the KOD, the Kings of Death.
Right.
It was about 10, 11 deep. Mm-hmm. And we used to do talent shows. We did the Jabberwock. They had a Jabberwock talent show in San Jose. We didn't win it, but we got off, and we had the crowd pumping.
Hey, that's all that matters.
But the experience is what,
Experiences.
The experience lit the fire up under our ass,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And from there, as we got older, after Ravenswood Middle School, once we started going to high school, you know, all the KOD start drifting apart. You know, everybody started moving away. Motherfuckers went to different schools depending on in East Palo Alto, depending on what area you live in, it determines what high school you go to.
Right.
I lived in the Carmine district. Midtown and the G was Carmine district. I think the Ville was Woodside.
High School.
Menlo was MA.
Menlo was MA, and over the ramp was MA.
Yeah.
Menlo after Senior High School. Yep.
So we was in the Carmine.
Ain't that crazy how they divided us up like that? We after Ravenswood High School got demolished and they put the IKEA and the Home Depot and everything out there. We just didn't have a high school.
No.
So they split it they split it everybody up in the town.
Yeah.
The village, the G, the Gardens, Midtown, Menlo, Flood Estate, and everybody went to specific particular high schools out of the city. I don't know any city or any country that ever did that, but right here, not that I know of.
That's crazy.
East Palo Alto, that's how poor our budget was. You know, out here they couldn't find us they couldn't even build nothing out here for us.
And we had a high school, they tore it down.
They tore it down.
We had one of the best high schools in the county back in the 70s.
There was a lot of activists going on, racial partial thing going on right here at Ravenswood High School, but I don't think it was that bad like out in the South.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I don't really know the particulars. I'm gonna have to ask my parents about that, exactly why they shut Ravenswood High School down. Because all the shit I heard, all the shit that we heard about it was good. They had the best sports, they had some of the best academics, they had some of the best. I don't understand what happened.
From what I've been reading and researching, because I'm a historic type of dude, I research a lot. From what I've been reading was that once they seen that it was a lot of I don't want to say African American, I want to say Black Americans out here, that were natives to this land out here in California, out here in the San Francisco Bay Area. A lot of the white folks that were putting capitalism into our community out here pulled out on us.
Yeah.
Because of the majority of us being out here, and also because of racial situations and issues too, and dilemmas too. So basically, they just didn't want to fund us no more in schools, education, academics, anything that had anything to do with us to see us rise. It's always been like that with the Caucasians and the Europeans. They always looked at the Black Americans, the natives of this land, as a superior threat. I would say, if I wanted to pick, if I wanted to choose a great word out of it, they look at us as a superior threat, and that's how it's always been throughout the centuries.
It's out of guilt. It's out
of guilt.
It's because they done us wrong for so long that they fear that if we come into power, we gonna get revenge on them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because in any society, people that when you punish the others, like you punish the other side, eventually they gonna rise up. You know what I'm saying?
Eventually they're gonna rise.
And it's been 400 some years, and we haven't rose up. We kind of like, just look, man, just give us what we want and leave us the fuck alone at this point. You know what I'm saying? We're not scheming, we ain't plotting, but in their mind, we always scheming and plotting. We don't think about them as much as they think about us. Right. Basically, And as far as the city, man, we witnessed a lot of
the drug epidemic was heavy. Real heavy back in the early 80s, middle 80s, and the 90s.
And this is like a fishbowl. This motherfucker is 2.5 square miles. And we all live in, it's 2.5 square miles divided into 4 sets. Midtown to Ville to G, and Midtown to Ville to G, and over the ramp was, flooded and over the ramp.
Now let me tell y'all folks, what Big Bro's talking about is the square miles, the radius of East Palo Alto is numeric number 2.5 square miles. That's what you get. Where I get the 2.5 square miles.
We smaller than Hunters Point in San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's just one of their sets. We smaller than that. And you got, like I say, you got 30,000 people in a 2.5 square mile city, and it's divided into 4 or 5 different sets. You know what I'm saying? And those sets, all the sets wasn't beefing like Midtown and the Ville. The G.
We all actually grew up together.
Right, we all grew up together. We all went to the same schools in here. Brentwood, Castano, Kavanaugh, Ravenswood, Bellhaven.
Like you said, Palo, football, we was all, I think was...
Nabatayiro, Miss Swayzer and them, Nabatayiro, and
I think what what divided everybody was the money and the materialistic thing. When the drugs started hitting the platform out, the blacktop out here, you know, everybody was out for themselves, fiending for themselves, and I think that's what divided us, man. You know, jealousy, envy, and just a lot of little nonsense situations that escalated to the fullest, man.
I think it was just a lot of misunderstandings.
That too as well. Communication.
Yeah, communication, lack of communication.
Lack of communication.
You know, from a lot of the stories that I know of, you know what I'm saying, it's always a misunderstanding. It ain't really nobody in particular's fault. It's just like, well, I thought this motherfucker said, you know what I'm saying, I thought that motherfucker did, and it ain't, you know.
And a lot of stepping on toes too, though.
Yeah, a lot of stepping on toes.
Non-loyalties what killed a lot of individuals out here. I'm trying not to curse,
but the core of the funk, the core of it all is a misunderstanding.
Non-communication.
What branched out from it is some other shit, like different situation, like you say. Yeah.
And then on top of that, not having a great leader up on top of that situation to actually decide, like, hey, are we gonna really go this route?
Yeah.
Or are we gonna just, you know what I'm saying, sit back and let's see how the cards play out too at the same time. So I gotta say leadership too at the same time.
And we had a lot of dudes out here to look up to. They just wasn't giving us the right messages. They wasn't giving us the right instructions.
Right.
Because there was a lot of OGs around there that's respectable and reputable.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Worldwide.
Absolutely.
But they just, either they didn't know themselves, or they just didn't know how to pass the message on, maybe. Because I'm guilty of it myself. You know what I'm saying?
We all are.
With the career I had and all that. You know, now that I'm looking back, I should have done a little more for the young cats that's coming up trying to rap, and I should have been out here trying to push the city to open up studios and programs for the young cats in East Palo Alto. But I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know, I don't know who to talk to about that,
Yeah, I think because we were so young.
Or I didn't at the time.
You know, we were so young back then. The only thing that we had on our mind was eating.
Yeah,
you know, we would start welfare, Section 8, project living.
Yeah.
You know, so really at the time, I can say that our minds were occupied with just surviving at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think the play of trying to figure out, like, man, what's right from wrong. Like, we had to do out here, we had to do a little bit of wrong to make a little right.
Make it right.
You know, and I can say that as in the United States Army and the Navy. You know, you got a general, and then he goes out, he's shooting, booting our kids out here and going. You know how many people they've been killing throughout the decades and centuries in other countries that they don't even televise out here.
Definitely.
You know,
special ops missions and
missions
you never even hear of.
Yeah, you know, so I mean, they're always trying to narrow it down to us in the hood killing each other and all that, man. But they're on a whole different level.
And it's all about greed.
Shit.
It's all about America. You the richest fucking country in the world, and you still want more. And you willing to gangster for it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, homie, you eating what you need another what you need another plate for, what you need another buffet for.
The United States Corporation, they got the most. They got over 1,000 military bases across the world. Embassies across, just setting up their flag and spots like, y'all want it, y'all gonna get it, get out the way.
Definitely.
You know, so it's pretty much so that goes back to saying that with us out here surviving, that we had to do a little bit wrong to make it right in our ways. You know what I'm talking about? Felonies. Charges, we couldn't get no jobs, so we didn't have nothing to really do but to turn to the streets, right? I mean, definitely. And everybody else out here on the blacktop was selling dope.
And back then they put a case on you about anything.
Anything.
Yeah, 90s, oh man, they'll slap a charge on you about anything. So they made it hard for, like you say, a brother to get a job, or to get a motherfucking, even to vote, even to own a gun.
Right.
It's like they trying to paint you in a corner, like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They rack it up on you to where you, like I say, you can't vote, you can't pack a gun, you got to, you get caught with a gun, you get more time, it's like, if you out there defending yourself living in this world, I mean, they shooting up schools, they shooting up churches, so how can you pinpoint me and say that I'm carrying a gun because I'm involved in this? I'm just carrying the gun to protect myself. I'm not involved in anything, but if it come down to it, I need to be able, that's one of the amendments in the Constitution is the right to bear arms. And now you telling me just because I fucked up, got caught with some cocaine, I can't own a gun? Why is that? I didn't kill nobody. I didn't shoot nobody with no cocaine. So why am I? No,
you make a great point. You make a great point.
Yeah.
You make a great point, as in, let's take the Oliver North situation.
Oh yeah,
you know, with the Contras.
definitely.
Back in the Reagan day, they were bringing all that dope over here, supplying the real freeway Ricky Ross out here in Los Angeles, South Central Los Angeles. I might say.
I'll be watching that movie. That TV show Snowfall. The Snowfall.
Oh, the series.
Yeah, the series.
I caught a little bit of that. Yeah.
Yeah, they that's what they into. They digging into how the CIA was putting cocaine on the street.
Oh yeah,
they was putting cocaine on the streets.
Oh yeah, they
and
did.
then when niggas were selling it, they were sending niggas to jail for selling it for them. it was like
that was the conquering divide.
It was like a trap,
it was
like a rat trap.
Entrapment 22.
Yeah.
You know that they had that for us indigenous aboriginals out here, natives out here. You know,
definitely.
And it's always been like that, and that's always been their plan, their little trap to get us caught up into a situation to where we had our backs against the wall, like no lawyer, just public pretenders. You know what I'm talking about?
Because if they can lock you up and ruin your name, they can take your land from you.
Absolutely.
Take your property from you.
And that's exactly what they've been doing. They're standing on our native forefathers' land right now.
Yeah, you're a convicted felon. You can't vote against no propositions and no shit like that. You can't vote on no new laws and no new bills that's coming out because you're a felon. You can't protect your family because you can't have a gun. So it's kind of like they're
trying to disarm us. Is what they're trying to do.
They're castrating you basically.
This is what I was talking about the other day on one of my lives. You know, up in the morning talking. You know, about our constitutional rights.
Yeah.
Not meaning anything, or amendments, or Bill of Rights not meaning anything, man.
You got me. The First Amendment on the Constitution is freedom of speech. But you can lock me up for some rap lyrics that I said on the song.
Yeah.
Well, if I got the freedom to say it, why is it a crime?
Mm-hmm. And we talk about that continuously. In our Second Amendment is the right to bear arms.
Right to bear arms.
You know, we can exercise that to the fullest. But what I mean by our constitutional rights not meaning anything for us is, I was talking about Malcolm X.
Yeah.
They're bringing back up his case right now because of Ray Allen Wood, an ex-FBI agent, before admitting on his deathbed, he just passed away recently, about, they set it up, Malcolm X. It was to assassinate him, and he was a part of that situation during the J. Edgar Hoover era in the FBI Federal Bureau of Investigation. This is what, if we got that going on, and then nobody has got arrested for Martin Luther King's assassination, so that definitely is telling you that our constitutional rights don't work. It doesn't work for us, period, for any of the natives out here in America, period. Because if it did, they're pulling up DNA. They're locking people up from 100 years ago, 50 years ago. If they can do that, come on now.
Yeah, like you were saying about James.
What the hell's going on here?
Like you were saying about James Earl Ray. Now, in school, they teach you that James Earl Ray killed Martin Luther King. Judge Joe Brown said James Earl Ray,
Brown broke it down.
Yeah,
swift.
He came back on an appeal and he went in front of Judge Joe. I don't know if he was the appellate judge, but somehow he got the case in his hand and he read through it, and he was saying all the evidence don't even match up that James Earl Ray even did it.
Yeah,
the gun and the bullets that killed Martin Luther King don't match. Well, the gun that he got caught with don't match the bullets that they pulled out of Martin Luther King. And,
right.
And it's just like a big conspiracy. It's like they was accusing,
all premeditated.
They was accusing Martin Luther King of being a communist only because he wanted these motherfuckers to treat his people better.
Right. Not knowing that democracy is communism. You know what I'm saying? Democracy is communism.
Wait, you accusing me of being a communist, but you're using communist tactics against me for just speaking up for my freedom of my people. You feel me?
Yeah.
The practices that you using against me is communism.
Absolutely.
You telling me what to say and what to do, and if I don't say what you want me to say, what you want me to do, you're gonna put your dogs on me, you're gonna put the water hose on me, you're gonna assassinate me, you're gonna hang me, you're gonna lynch me, just because I don't agree with you. We were slaves for 400 years. We didn't like that shit, we didn't appreciate that shit, and now that we saying something about it, we wrong and we this and we that and we hostile, we violent, we I mean, goddamn. If you beat a little kid all his life, when he grow up, guess who he coming for? He's coming for you.
From what I know, it's been a deep reset in this new world order that they're presenting to us.
Yeah.
From the old world, which was our ancestors back then that was ruling.
Yeah.
The melanated copper color ones.
Yeah.
So the new world order tell the Caucasians out of the Caucasus in Europe.
Yeah.
That's from what I'm understanding. And another thing from what I'm understanding is that we weren't slaves. These were psychological storylines and plots, narratives that they put out there to make it seem like we were slaves in America, but really we were just POWs, prisoners of war.
Okay.
You ever think about that? Yeah. So, and you already know that the most power elite people have a stronghold on this educational system out here, which are the Smithsonians.
Definitely.
And they get the narrative, how the history is going to go, because they're the conquerors. They get tell the story, his story.
Because look what they're doing now. Our whole life in history class at school, we learned about Harriet Tubman, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know this motherfucker's coming out saying that Harriet Tubman wasn't real?
Fabricated.
Do you believe that?
No, I haven't really looked into a lot of that, but a lot of our history is course I heard. But a lot of our history is fabricated, though. I gotta admit that.
In my mind, I'm thinking, well, this is just my just my thinking. Why would white people invent a story about a black woman that was brave enough to escape them motherfuckers? Not only escape, but come back and get more people and bring them to freedom. Why would a white person make up a story like that and put that out?
Like I said, to make it seem like we was coming from Africa, but we were here already as black Negro men.
I definitely believe that.
It was a narrative to make you seem like she was freeing a slave, but really she was freeing. They want to control the narrative. So what the whole plot of it was, let's make them believe that there was really slaves. And Harriet Tubman, there's a lot of created Machiavellis out here.
Yeah. I do believe that
just
there was
like
slavery.
Pac, the same Pac is alive right now.
MC Akil,
they
got pictures of that nigga in Jamaica, the old nigga with
MC Akil, they're saying in LA from Jurassic 5 is Pac. And then and Gaddafi is the tall dude.
I'm gonna have to see that.
Oh man, it's so crazy. So I mean, they so high tech with it right now. It's a lot of us that's still sleeping. I gotta honestly say they have a lot of fabricated, historical, indigenous, aboriginal storylines out there for us to believe what it was back then, but really it wasn't.
I believe that it was slavery. I believe it
was.
Yeah, I believe there was black folks here before. I believe there was free black folks here, and they brought slaves over from Africa. Yes, I do believe that.
I believe that part too, but I don't believe everybody in America. They're trying to say every black Negro man that's out here in America migrated from Africa, and I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
They've been here in the Pacific, been here in the Caribbean, been here in the Mexican Gulf.
Yeah.
You know, you got the Olmecs. You know.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I'm looking at these painting pictures and these pyramids in Mexico.
Yeah.
And the description of them are all melanated black Negroes with dreadlocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
This is Montezuma. This is Kukulkan Khan. They got the movie that just came out. It's an Indian dude playing him.
Yeah.
You know, on Wakanda. So this is what I'm talking about.
Even Japan, the first samurai was a black dude. The black dude came from Africa and taught them the ways of what they call him a samurai. The ways of a samurai.
I believe you.
The
Nagas.
Chadwick Boseman was doing a movie on it before he died.
Man, rest in peace, that brother, man. You know, I actually think they killed him. I don't know. It's a lot of weird shit going on, a lot of blood sacrificial shit that I do believe that's going on to be a part of their secret societies. Definitely. If you think not, you gotta. People just gonna be sleeping on it. They think it's a movie, but it's really not.
You just got to keep your eyes open and educate your children and your wife. You know,
that's
your
what
family.
It is.
Educate your family. Even our parents, man. You know, my parents don't believe in some of the stuff I be telling them that's going on. Like, hell nah, get the fuck out of here. But they just behind on technology.
Right.
They didn't grow up with the technology that I got. My kids are sharper than me, so you know what I'm saying. And I pay attention to everything. And I be trying to tell my parents, and they don't believe it. They believe, you know, they I don't know. They scared of technology, like.
So I think our grandparents and their grandparents before them and before them, maybe 5 generations back, is when we had that supposedly. I know there was a flood, but I don't know if they call it the Noah flood. There was it's called the mud flood. Mm-hmm. That was the reset. Yeah. So you see a lot of buildings out. For example, the Catholic cathedrals, the Mormon temples, the mosques. If they have they have more levels to what you see them from the surface.
Oh, they got
but
underground levels. Yeah.
But that was during the mud flood. They just built on top of that. So what I'm saying is we did, and then doing my little research even further, come to find out that all these Catholic churches and all these Muslim mosques and all these Mormon temples were PG&E plants.
Wow.
So that's what I'm talking about. So when Columbus in 1492 said he came and he seen a high-tech civilization, a melanated, copper-colored black civilization already here before his eyes that he never seen in his lifetime.
Yeah.
We had the technology here.
Yeah.
But during that time of whatever you want to call it, Noah's flood, Adam's flood, I call it the mud flood, the reset.
Yeah.
Because it all the people vanished and went elsewhere, and that's why I'm thinking Middle East right now is the second Egypt, because I know here is the first Egypt: Mississippi, the Euphrates, Mexico, Lower Egypt, South America, Peru, Upper Egypt, Peru, Jerusalem.
Yeah.
You can connect the dots linguistically, and it's there. And I think it's a normal for our people today not to see that or not to want to see that, because they don't have people like me and you waking them up to the fullest. So I wanted you on this podcast because I wanted to pick at your brains, not just about rap, not just about hip hop, not just about the materialistic, glamorous life that we all long to live out here and what we striving for, but for your inner soul and your inner spirit and your inner heart as a Aboriginal, indigenous black man out here in America. So these are the things that I really want to talk about. So I wanted to pick at you about some of that, based on the cathedrals, power plants, and then a lot of these pyramids out in the Middle East fabricated and built by our oppressors. They got pictures, they got video clip film, they got scribes, literature talking about it was fabricated. So we got to be real careful. So it makes sense now with our history books. They only give us a certain timeline to look at. So really it wasn't 1492, it was 492. They added on the one to put 1,000 years on our history.
I believe that.
This is where it gets confused, and a lot of people are like, man, Lonnie over there, L over there blowing smoke up our ass. Nah, you can do the research. Anybody can go out there and do the research for yourself. We need to wake up the black folk out here, man.
Definitely.
That goes, like I tell all my Samoan, Tongan, Fijian, Hawaiian partners out there, all y'all Negroes.
Yeah.
We might not look at like it right now because of the mixture we had through the kingdoms and all that, but back then, our granddad, if we look at our pictures back then, they all Negroes. They all black, charcoal, purple. So, we just one set off of to helping the next brother out here, to come together and really, let's figure this shit out. Like, it ain't about guns, power, sex, and money no more. That shit fabricated out. This rap scene is so flooded down. That's the whole reason why I got that revolutionary flow in my new shit now today. And but back on what you were saying about. So let's get back into your lyrical contents.
Okay.
Explain a little bit about your lyrical context and what it represents as reporting out here, to the white American, to the Asia America, of a black man growing up right here in the hood, and how the expression of your lyrics took place.
Well, my lyrics are basically and definitely a reflection of not only just my life, but also my imagination also. I'm not going to say that everything that I say in the lyrics are 100% real. I know how to embellish some stories, but a majority of what I say is things that I've seen, things that I've lived through, things that I've experienced. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course it's entertainment, so I'm going to entertain also. And on top of that, I'm not going to dry snitch none of my folks.
That's your artistry. Yeah.
Right. I know I'm smart enough to switch a story around to where it's not going to incriminate nobody, including myself. So
absolutely.
I'm very or I try to be very careful with the things that I say, but I want it to be real and as real as possible, as real as I can make it, you know what I'm saying, without saying too much. I mean, a lot of people think rap is easy. Rap is not easy.
No.
Rap is, you got to have rhythm, first of all. Second of all, you got to make words rhyme and make meaning out of sentences and verses and bars. And that shit got to be cohesive. It got to blend in, and it got to have punchlines, and it got to have, it's like comedy. It got to have punchlines. It got to make people feel something. It got to draw people in. Right. And that's hard to do, man. You know what I'm saying?
Especially from the street academic.
Especially from coming from the streets, because like I say, we're trying to report from the streets in a way that's not going to incriminate nobody.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying, niggas talk about niggas studio gangsters. Nah. Why? If I grew up in this, for instance, a lot of people...
You got the right to. You live right here on the spot, you know?
A lot of people call some of these rappers studio gangsters. How is he a studio gangster? Just because he ain't actually physically shot nobody, but what if he grew up in the hood and seen all his homeboys doing this shit, and he just reporting what he's seen growing up? Does that make a nigga a fake nigga? Does that make a nigga a bitch nigga? Just because I ain't physically had to bust my gun, but all my homies around me, I'd have seen go through their own little shit. Yeah. And since I'm the only one in the group that can rap and really put it together,
right.
Nigga, I'm glamour. I'm putting them niggas on too.
Right.
I'm living. I'm telling their life stories too.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And our goal was just to tell the story of East Palo Alto.
Exactly.
Just to tell the story of the community, of what we see, what we live through, what we go through. That was our whole, when we made Direct from the Backstreet. Direct from the Backstreet was a representation of East Palo Alto.
Right.
You know, the name Totally Insane is a representation of East Palo Alto.
And I would say a great goddamn representation of the town out here.
Because
the slums and the projects.
Because TC, my Frisco nigga, is the one that actually helped us come up with the name, because we was trying to come up with a name, and we was the name of the album, we had a song called Crazy Shit was gonna be the name of the album. So we was trying to think of something that matched with the crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And TC said, well shit, you know y'all East Palo Alto niggas is totally insane. And bam, there it is.
Yeah.
So, you know, and
stuck with y'all then.
And that even represented the
town.
Shout
out to TC. Out from San Francisco, out
so Frisco. Even the name represents the town, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm sure 10 probably feel the same way, that we were just writing shit for the town. We were trying to put the town on the map. We were trying to let motherfuckers know that the 2.5 square mile, we got game, nigga, we got ballers out here, we got gangsters out here, we got all the same shit that Chicago got, we got all the same shit that the Oakland niggas got, we got all the same shit that Frisco got, but you know what I'm saying, we were
same shit, just different style,
just different style. Yeah. But we were just letting them know, nigga, we here too.
Yeah, we here too.
Yeah, we here too.
Out in I would say out in New York City, they swag was you know, foreign cars and foreign whips. And down in Los Angeles, they was riding switches and 6.4s, and down south they was riding donks, 30-inch riches, 30-inch rims,
big
and
trucks.
Out here in the Bay Area, in San Francisco Bay Area, in the West Coast, and out of North America, we was riding Trues and Vogues, Mr. Zenith. So you can absolutely tell the difference on the way we was swagging out here and pushing and riding out here with the, you know, Mr. Zenith 100 spokes and the Cadillac Vogues with the Kanye.
These on Vogues on high performance cars.
On high performance cars, you know. So definitely a different swag throughout the region, but the same struggle.
Yeah. Definitely.
Same humiliation,
definitely.
same poverty, same slums, same projects.
Definitely.
Just different name and locations, and you know, and same people at the end of the day. You know, when you're looking like who really struggling, it's the same people, and they doing the same old 2-piece chicken nugget biscuit hit upside the head with the divide and conquering by feeding us the bullshit, going against each other out here like that, you know.
Well, I mean, that's how they.
It's always been like that.
That's how they keep the shit generating. They making money by locking us up. So, you know, act like
it's a barcode.
It's been a war on drugs for the last 50 years, and ain't nothing changed. You can still get everything you want out here.
They came out here and see how we was pushing the Peruvian and the Colombian, and I'm talking about back then when before the mud flood, like the civilization that Christopher Columbus discovered and described was amazing. It's crazy. Atlantis was right here. That's why we got Atlanta. Ain't no other motherfucking Atlantis out there, but right here in Atlanta, Mississippi. Everybody from down south all came from Olmecs, Aztec.
Well, they said Christopher Columbus was looking for India.
Yeah, and landed in Cuba somewhere.
Right, and when he finally made it to America, that's why he started calling the I don't know if they was Mexicans.
No, he said what he said
They would
was
start calling them Indians.
he said was
The Native
he thought he
Americans
was
shit,
in India.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, I'm in India, but then found out later on like he wasn't in India, it was the Americas. But
Yeah.
he
Native Americans,
in
he
his
used to call them Indians.
Yeah, in his journal, in his memoirs, he would talk. He was describing us as the same people he seen in Africa.
Yeah.
You know, the woolly
Yeah, he
hair, the
did,
black
yeah.
melanated people and
Yeah,
all that. So it's crazy how but yeah, like I said, it's a wake up call, man.
Yeah.
And that's been my destiny and my whole struggle of coming out with this podcast. I wanted to talk about just something briefly different and something very important for our culture, our heritage, and our traditions, you know, to try to take it back to that and figure out what's going on. Like we gotta be asking these questions. We can't just be silent. It's a lot of our OGs out here not really pushing the line as into questioning this governmental system.
Yeah.
You know, and actually pulling the community together.
Yeah.
You know, and even the young cats are like, how you going? You know, they still talking about these artists. We lost a lot of partners out here too on this side, on Clark to the Village, and Midtown, Menlo, Gardens. You know, Flooded State, over the ramp. You know, but it's my whole thing is pushing past that and building something that we should have built back then.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm woke now. I see what's going on.
Well,
I see exactly what's going on. And my thing is unity right now, just pushing the tribe and up situation.
Well, now it's, like you said, we should have been.
In the long run, it's going to be worth it. I'm talking about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, you know, Dr. Ben, you know, all the great ones that passed away. Jeff Hampton, you know, Larry Hoover, Meechin here, Jeff Ford, you know, all the great revolutionists, Matula Shakur. Like, this is what I'm tripping off. Like, how in the hell Pac made all that goddamn money and couldn't get Matula out, the activists out? You know what I'm saying?
Well, when you're fighting against America, do you have enough money to fight America? America got all the money.
They found every which way but I also think that Pac was he was into the Bole and the secret societies. He had 1 foot in and 1 foot out, doing the thing that got him caught up, because it's a lot of red flags that he left behind. That it's, if you really do your due diligence research on that, you will find.
I'm sure that he was
Foxworthy, real Machiavelli shit going on here.
I'm sure he wanted to get Matula out, but like I say, Matula he was a Black Panther. They look at them as something different. Right. They don't want them motherfuckers on the streets.
Absolutely.
They teaching revolution. So
no, what I'm saying is, as not just him, we got all these celebrity,
but I don't think
black folk activists. Like if Martin Luther King and Malcolm X really meant something out here for us, wouldn't you think these celebrities would have been like, you know what's going on? Now we got the Malcolm X case popping back up, that they really set them up. But people just, everybody's entitled, when I'm saying, to feel the way they feel. But my heart, my spirit, I'm actually like, what the fuck is going on here?
But now, like you said, you were saying that with all the money that Pac made, why he didn't get Matula out?
I know he got robbed for it. He didn't have a dollar. My bad. I know.
When America got all the money. Right. We ain't got enough money to buy them out. Right. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. And and if you do got enough money, like Bill Cosby, to buy some shit that they own, they gonna find a way to wiggle you up out of that shit.
Like they did Cosby dirty.
Yes, sir.
You know, and they always got this embarrassment, weirdo shit that they put.
Now you say
our older brothers do like that.
You say Hollywood been knowing that Cosby been drugging these bitches for 50 years, but y'all just start saying this shit when he tried to buy NBC.
That's
25 years later.
That's what it was.
And as soon as this nigga want to buy NBC, then this nigga raping bitches though.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't saying this shit.
They said the same thing with Michael too. Yeah. You know, raping little kids. That's what they're doing. They got a
that was after he bought the Beatles catalog, wasn't it?
Oh God. Yeah. And own half of Sony, and then about to leave.
But they'll use anything to destroy you. They'll send some kids in there to get on the stand and lie on you.
And then Kanye West talking about
they'll buy some
he can't be controlled like LeBron's. He can't be controlled like Beyonce and Jay-Z. He can't be controlled like Charles Barkley. He can't be controlled like any of them cats, and saying that Michael, people come up short in Hollywood. Michael Jordan lost his dad came up short. He said my mama came up short. Who else? Dr. Dre said he started exposed. So there has to be some, not insane, but sane, legitimate reasons for particular certain brothers to coming out with this type of preaching.
Well, Kanye, for one, is no disrespect, because I don't know the dude. I'm just going off what I see on TV and what I see online and what he be posting. He's a hypocrite, bro, because you telling black people not to worship these Jews and yada 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 yada, nigga, but all the shit that you worship is designer, Italian shit, and Gucci and Louis Vuitton. All you rap about is Gucci and Louis Vuitton and Italian white people shit. But you telling black people to stand up and don't be scared of these Jews, but nigga, you glorifying these Jews. You've been glorifying these Jews since college dropout. All you wear is Polo and Louis Vuitton and Laurent Saran and shit I can't pronounce and all that old shit. But
that I don't give him props for.
Yeah.
You make a
First of all,
reasonable fight for that one.
First of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, you be disrespecting black history and you be saying some bullshit. Slavery is a choice and Harriet Tubman didn't exist and all this bullshit. Who the fuck would choose to be in slavery? What black man would choose to be a slave in front of their wife and their kids?
Good point.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Great point.
Your mama was a scholar at a university. How come you stupid saying stupid shit out your mouth? How come you not educated enough for your moms? Because if your moms was alive, you wouldn't be saying all this dumb shit. Third of all, you bigging up black women and trying to tell black people how to do this and what to do that, but you keep marrying white folks. Your bloodline is through a Kardashian. So how you gonna tell black women and try to uplift black women and uplift black men and tell black men what they should be doing and yada 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 when you ain't even keeping your eternal wealth is going into the Kardashian household. When you pass away and your kids inherit them billions of dollars of Kanye money, that shit is going to Kardashian bloodline, adding on to their billions. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, if Donda was alive, do you think he would have married Kim Kardashian? No, I don't think so either. So, whoever's around you,
after all them folks and ran up in that,
yeah.
how can a brother marry something like that when he knew all these other brothers was hitting that way before him?
Yeah,
like, so you know his agenda was he was creeping up into them secret societies to try to get good, and it went good, and then he went all bad. Now he want to try to expose everybody. That's what happened. And one foot in, one foot out.
And according to
like
him,
most of them.
And according to him, he the Da Vinci of our time, and he the songbird of a generation and all that shit.
That's baloney. I don't believe in that.
But how come you ain't smart enough to see that nigga? She done fucked all your homies. She been in. I mean, come on.
I mean, who would be in the right state of mind? Who would be in the right mind to marry something like that? Like, I mean, if you know, coming from and he came from a decent household.
His mama is a scholar.
He wasn't really from the streets. That's what I'm saying.
His
like,
mom's Donda was sharp, man. She had her. You know, he was going in the right direction at first when she was alive. As soon as she died, it went all bad.
Well, I think they all, like they said, they all got handlers.
Yeah.
You know,
like I said,
they're being guided through this secret society system on certain particular narratives.
Yeah.
You know,
and this is just my opinion. You know, I don't know Kanye. I'm just going off what I see.
All good.
You know, I'm just going off what I see in the media.
It's 2.5 square miles. We giving the voice back to the hood. Speak your mind, big bro.
But before you, Kanye, if you really want to do something great and you really want to be respected as a Da Vinci or whatever you say of our time, first of all, it was just another Italian white man. I don't know why you can't come up with no black references for your greatness. You need to really check yourself, bruh. Don't disrespect your own people, because believe me, my nigga, when you fall off or when them Yeezys don't look as good as they used to, when that shit start falling off, them white folks gonna kick your ass right back to Chicago to the hood, and they ain't gonna give two fucks about you. Believe that.
Yeah, I truly believe
Kim will be fine.
Everybody went up there.
Kardashians will be fine.
Yeah,
don't worry about them.
Kim Kardashian, they all had a hand up in him. You know, they was guiding him as a puppet. You know.
Yeah.
But it goes back to let you know that our folks, they've been selling out for that bag for many years and many moons.
Yeah.
This is what I'm getting to. Like, how much more money are you going to be taking and ignore all this other bullshit that we really need to be fighting for out here? Like exactly what we've been talking about, the fabricated histories and shit. Some are real, some aren't.
Well, I mean, it's a trap, dog. Because what they do is they
controlling the narrative. That's the whole plan.
Yeah,
controlling the narrative.
They keep us to where we don't have shit, and then they'll give a few of us some shit, and then they'll use them for example. Well, look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z a billionaire. Why you don't do like Jay-Z? Why you don't act like Diddy? Why you don't be like, you know, these dudes? And a lot of us don't have the talent. A lot of us don't have the connections. A lot of us don't have the the finances or whatever. A lot of us don't even have the finances to build our dreams. The shit that a motherfucker really want to do, a lot of us don't even have the funds to make their real dreams come true. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you dangling carrots in front of a motherfucker, a nigga gonna snap for the carrot if you get hungry enough. You know what I'm saying? And even like out here, back when we was growing up, this was the cheapest land in the Bay Area.
Right.
Now this shit is the most expensive. A 1-bedroom shack that's barely holding on by toothpicks is worth $1 million out here.
They ran us out of here,
You feel me?
raising the rents and
I was just finna say, they make it impossible for us to hold on out here because the money is so enticing. My grandmother paid $75,000 for a house back in 1956. Now that motherfucker worth 1.5 million. She could become a millionaire instantly. If she would have worked at that little punk ass job she been working at for 50 years, she probably would have never made $1 million. But you mean to tell me I can make $1 million by selling this house that I paid $75,000 for?
Yeah.
I mean, how you not gonna bite on that? They make it
Right.
damn near impossible to not bite on that. You feel me? You know, it's a trap. Like I say, it's a trap.
And it all starts from whether you're gonna take the money and give them the land, or you're gonna keep the land and keep it mom and pop shit. So the mom and pop stores, independent stores, over around.
I mean, the choice is yours. A lot of black people got
Mickey's
a bad
Plaza right here. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of shit that we had, but we gave it away for
I was just finna say
some currency tender notes that you can really wipe your
I was
ass
just finna
for
say
that ain't worth shit. The value supposed to be 100 pennies on a dollar. It's under 22 cents a dollar today. Why do you think they took away all the gold and shit, the solid material shit?
We got a bad habit of building shit from scratch, making it great, and then selling it to another motherfucker and losing ownership of it. Like Def Jam, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's many. Look at all the clothing lines we used to wear growing up. Carl Canal, Cross Colors, and FUBU and all that shit. Where that shit at? What happened to that shit? Why they not? Gone. How Gucci and them still here and them niggas ain't here? What the fuck happened?
Because they know how to hold on to their entitlement of it's pretty much like their pink slip.
Gucci been going 200 years strong. Mm-hmm. But FUBU lasted 10 years and was gone. Why is that? Because
that's a great
I don't know if they did this, but we have a habit saying we as in black folks, but I'm gonna say we because I'm included also. We have a habit of building shit up from scratch, from the grassroots, making it an empire and then selling it off, and the motherfuckers that get after us destroy it and embarrass it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Without us holding on to our establishments,
BT,
as CEOs, you know,
Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah, it's hard to re-up after that. You know what I'm saying? Because you make a great example of that. You know what I'm saying? You're right. Gucci and them still around.
Gucci and them still balling.
You know, Louis Vuitton still around.
Louis still balling.
You know, the whole nine. Prada, they all still around. You know, Fifth Ave.
And these, like I say, these are 100, 200-year companies in Italy that's been making billions of dollars off Americans. You know, and we got designers right here in the hood. We got designers right here in the hood, man. That can, you know what I'm saying, that'll make you a better bag than that. But you'll rather pay $1,500 for or 15 racks for the name Gucci than the sister over here that got the bag that's look way better than that. Even the way these niggas dress nowadays, they be spending hella bread on these clothes and that should be looking weird as fuck.
Yeah. That's why I go get my shit designer made on how I want.
That's just my opinion.
Everybody is entitled to what they feel, and that's exactly what this podcast is about.
And
speak your mind.
They're pushing feminine clothes on black men, dog.
They are.
I just seen a thing of, I don't know if it's real or not, on LeBron James. The nigga showed
with
up
the pink shorts
the
and the
nigga had a pink skirt on with a pink handbag with a tight ass shirt on, bruh.
Oh,
looking
God.
suspect as fuck. And no disrespect to no LGBT and none of that. But come on, LeBron, bruh. You get on the camera and you just proud black father and you raise your kids, your sons is in balling, and you portray yourself to be the strong black man, but you show up to the function with a pink skirt and a pink handbag, bruh. You can't be doing that shit, bruh. That's fucked up.
So this is the stronghold they got on us black folks out here. This is the stronghold they got on us.
And you got black kids, black men, black boys that look up to you, that respect you. They be like, ooh, and now I want a pink purse and a pink skirt. And not, like I say, no disrespect against the LGBT community, but before these kids can even know what their sexuality is, y'all pointing them in y'all pushing them in a direction. Before they even know what it's about, before they even get some pussy, before they even get you know what I'm saying, some sex.
Now, do you think that's intentionally and purposely why they're pushing a certain particular narrative? Because maybe they're handlers. What do you say on that? Or you think that they feel that that's the style? They really digging that style.
I think they trying to emasculate men in America.
So, in other words, you're saying that they are pushing the narrative of maybe the people behind them. They got people. So they're pretty much puppeteers.
It goes back to the question we was talking earlier about power.
The elites.
Right. That's for what
controlling the narrative.
The book, The Art of War.
The Art of War. Yeah.
If you can control how the people think, you can control the dollar. You can control everything. So if the black man is a threat to you, or the minority, I ain't gonna even just say black, because this goes with Mexican, Asian, the minority in America. If the minority in America is a threat to the white establishment, the best way to weaken the power is to make the men emasculate the men, make them all soft, and then we can just debo them niggas.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they so scared of gangster rap, and the reason why Tupac was so much of a threat, because he was a real nigga. He knew if a white man in the past was used to talking to niggas any old type of way. Once it got to a point to where they couldn't talk to us and treat us any old type of way, we became thugs. We became this. We became niggas. We became that. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a motherfucker like Tupac that really ain't scared, because he done shot at the police, he done got shot a few times.
Yeah, he done went off.
He done showed them niggas, whatever y'all want to do, nigga, let's do it. And for a motherfucker like that, that's a big threat to America, because 1 million young boys out here look at him and say, you know what, I ain't scared of these motherfuckers neither. And if you get
big influencer.
And if you get 10 million motherfuckers thinking like Pac, like, nigga, I ain't scared of these motherfuckers neither. That's a threat. That's an army. And that's what they were scared of.
Got a whole lot of young brothers locked up too.
Yeah.
And I mean,
NWA.
You make a great point. Yeah.
NWA. That song "Fuck the Police" was so scary to them.
It's crazy,
because you got 3 million motherfuckers listen to the song called "Fuck the Police," and all 3 million say, you know what, I feel the same way as them niggas.
And it goes back to what you were saying earlier about just reporting out here. From the streets, you're not really actually hands-on, you know what I'm saying? But explaining the environment and your surrounding.
Yeah.
That goes to Ice Cube. Ice Cube he never went to the penitentiary, but he rapped about being at the penitentiary.
He one of my favorite rappers.
He
on my Mount Rushmore.
Everybody else that hating on us, or me or you or whoever, because we rap about certain particular thing, and they're trying to say, oh, you never did this, never did that. Goes back to say that Ice Cube was your favorite rapper, you ain't tripping on him. Dr. Dre was your favorite rapper, you ain't tripping on him. That's what I was trying to bring up.
Yeah.
So, but the talent, they're looking past the talent, the artistry.
Yeah.
Well,
the artistry is the product.
Artistry, yeah.
That's absolutely the product. That's what it's gonna make you your coins.
That's the brand.
Yeah, that's the brand.
Mm-hmm.
What you do with it after that, what you do outside the brand, can sometimes damage the brand or sometimes uplift the brand. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be real careful on how you carry your brand, because your brand will be here after you gone. Totally Insane to be here after me and Mac and TC is gone.
Right.
Usually once Eazy-E is still Eazy-E. Tupac is still Tupac.
Right.
DMX is still DMX.
Right.
Even though the flesh is gone, that name is living forever after them niggas been gone 30 years.
Right.
So, and you got to really protect that, and you got to really hold that to great point. And like we were saying about the businesses too, the moms and pop store, West Sounds. Who would ever think West Sounds was going anywhere, man? I know they was popping.
We used to be end up in there buying tapes.
I used to spend all my bread up in that
all my bread up in there. White tapes, black tapes.
So what happened to it? I don't know personally what happened to it.
Well, everybody sold out. That was on Moms and Pops. That's what I'm talking about, on Moms and Pops.
Yeah, they just took the whole.
Like you said, they sold.
They took our whole business district out, bro. I just tripped off that.
Yeah, they
took our whole business district about this motherfucker.
God, and it wasn't but just like dangling the bag in front of, you know what I'm saying, our grown folks, and they took it and they ran with that. I don't think they was thinking about the longevity of having another Greenwood, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street.
You know, so that's a great example of me saying like what, and you saying like what. We have a high tendency of selling out our corporate, our product, our establishments, of being, selling away our CEO tickets, like you said.
After we done broke our back and built this shit from scratch, brick by brick, and once we get it popping to where it's an empire, we sell out to,
They did it right over here, over the ramp, bro.
Jump out the
university.
Ghost Road to Whip, you know what I'm saying?
And you know, and that took away a lot of memories, you know, especially
Yeah,
my man,
man.
going driving down there with mom and pop
Yeah.
and uncle and auntie and just having a great time out there, you know. And I mean, it take a lot of our memories
after
away.
the skating ring, just hang out with the homies and all the fly girls coming through, and you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers, you know, admiring niggas whips, and you know what I'm saying, niggas out there. Man, that was a great feeling. That was like just being there, being a youngster, to watch the ballers, the niggas like Peter Holland and Mike Washington bring their cars out over the ramp, and
that's what motivated me.
Jump out with all their jewelry and just flossing, looking like gods. That influenced, like, God damn, I want to be like that nigga. Raw, and those are the superheroes in the hood. Those are superheroes in the hood. And a lot of people outside the bubble look at them dudes as villains and look at them as, oh, this drug dealer, this and that. But the dudes that really lived here, that really was living in these back streets, them was superheroes to us. Because when moms didn't have money to pay that PG&E, Micah wouldn't hesitate to reach in his pocket and throw you something.
Mike D, R.P. rest in peace,
or Peter Holland,
Peter Holland too.
You know, when
legendary town. And they, in other words, they like another Felix Mitchell out here in East Palo Alto, just like in East Oakland, bro. Y'all go to my web Instagram, 2.5 square miles, and y'all see an article I got of Mike D, rest in peace, man. Article with nothing but Rolls Royces, right, mobbing down 101 right here. You know what I'm saying? Taking him to his burial site.
Oh yeah, that was
same particular view of Felix Mitchell out here in East Oakland, bro. So,
you know, to all y'all out there that's listening, Mike, the man he talking about, Mike D, is who started Totally Insane, who financed Totally Insane.
Got to get. If y'all remember back in CY when we kicked off a ride for you, Mike, because we heard a little talk. Some of these North Oakland cats was going off. We kicked it off big up there.
Okay.
So, but you know that goes back to show you, you know, he was one of our superheroes.
Especially
no different than the president out here running a military, you know, co-op out in different other places and killing all people. But we're worshiping them. We're voting for them. We're campaigning for them out here. You know what I'm saying? So. It's fucked up how they look at it in a different way from us looking up the drug dealers when they looking up the killers and that supply the drug dealers and supply really we just lower base income how would I say it, pharmaceuticals and without a FDA.
The other sad thing about Mike is
license or medicine license.
The sad thing about Mike was when he started fucking with the music, he was that was his exit out of business. He was finna
do it big.
That was his exit
from what I heard,
He had us, he had SIC, he had Black Dynasty. He was finna do it big.
Black Dynasty,
and you know, he really had a vision. He used to tell us, you know, what he was planning on doing. And you know, he's finna do it big, bro, like, you know. And unfortunately he got cut down before he could really do it and really see it grow into fruition. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even get to see Direct from the Backstreet come out. He didn't even get to see, you know what I'm saying? So so
who was that? Was that as a red Cutlass drop top in that in that pit? That's what made me go get I painted my shit blue, my 442 blue, because of
the drop.
The drop that motivated me.
That's the one he got killed in. He got
when I seen it, but he used to be sliding through up the blade, you know, all through here, through the Ville, everywhere, bro.
Hell yeah. Mike
down
is loved
C
everywhere
Street.
around there.
Bro, the whole town. So me growing up, you know, out here with my, you know, my basketball on my right hand, you know what I'm saying, football on my left, man, seeing him and just seeing the struggle out here, like you said, he was one of our superheroes out here, man, and that was motivated me to go out and get paid and get money, and but that's the whole reason why I painted my shit blue, because I was like, okay, he got it red, I'm about to go 442 on this right here.
And he approached me, you know, as far as the whole music shit, like I say, I tell the story all the time. I was coming home from school and I was walking by his house. He was out there washing the car and he flagged me down like, hey, come here, man, let me holler at you. And I slid over there. He's like, man, I seen y'all at the little talent show. Y'all niggas was rocking.
Now he stayed right there on Westminster, bro.
Right there. Couple like
Westminster,
not the corner,
Alberta. If y'all know about these spots back in the mid, these the true back streets right here, deadly. You get caught off guard anytime, upside your head.
Yeah, but Mike flagged me down. Mike flagged me down and was like, man, I really, you know, I like what y'all doing, man, and y'all niggas got potential, man. I want to fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
What's up.
I got this bread. I need something to do with it. I want to go legit. And I was, nigga, shit, nigga, let's go.
R.I.P. Rest heavily in peace, Mike D, man.
Definitely.
You know what I'm talking about?
But he didn't get to see none of it, bro. He didn't get to see Direct from the Backstreet come out. He didn't get to see none of it.
That's why I should push us even more. I mean, they say, man, we ain't no old goats, man. We just
shout out to Manny the Black.
Manny Black, you know, shout out. Yep.
He picked up the ball when Mike D left off. He seen the vision. him and Mike, I'm sure, used to talk all the time, and I'm sure Mike was telling him what he was trying to do. And once Mike was gone and we approached him, he was like, "Shit, nigga, let's go. Fuck it, hell yeah, let's do that."
When it took off, so it took off right after that. What else? What projects did you guys jump into right after that?
Well, what happened was when Mike D was alive, we had recorded an album called Crazy Shit. Mm-hmm. We came up with the name,
right?
And we recorded an album called Crazy Shit. Me, Mac, and TC. Mm-hmm.
Out in Frisco?
We did at TC.
At
same studio.
Yep.
So what happened was after Mike died,
TC, a legendary producer out here from the Bay Area. Shout out to the Legend Road.
What happened was after Mike died, Chris had took over. Chris had took over the record company, right. And he kind of like Black Dynasty's EP had just came out and it was doing well. So his vision was to rock with Black Dynasty and kind of like shelve us and SIC, because he had us, SIC, and Black Dynasty at the same time.
Criminal, yep.
Shout out to
K9, Crack Dealer, Splurge, Shady.
Yep. So they kind of like C-Dub was like kind of shelved us.
Email.
Yeah, Email. So shout out to Email.
Shout out Email.
So he kind of like shelved us and SIC, and was focusing on Black Dynasty, and that's where we just kind of like, we now I would understand it, because at that time Public Enemy and X-Clan and Poor Rights Teachers and all that shit was popping.
That's
at that
when
time.
it was popping.
So I understand.
That's when the consciousness of
right.
You see how that shit just gone now?
So I understand his business mind now. At that time I was young, I was in my feelings. Right. So I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And we said, fuck it, we out. We hooked up with Manny and we recorded direct from the back streets, and
that shit was hot, boy.
Direct from the back street blew up.
Yeah, that shit blew up. Everybody was on that. East Oakland, Richtown. Everywhere, San Leandro, everywhere out here in the Bay Area. Marin City, the jungle where Pac and them grew up from when he came from Baltimore, the West Coast.
I seen Daz and Corrupt and them was talking about they used to bump our shit.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Prozac had Daz and Corrupt on the live. Shout out to Prozac.
Shout out to Prozac, aka C-Funk, aka Captain Crunch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
another legendary producer and rapper out here in the small town cemetery, the East Menlo Park Road.
Rated X, one of the Mount Rushmore,
yes, sir.
East Palo Alto. He had Daz and Corrupt on his live, and he was saying
I seen it.
Did you?
Yeah, I gave that 2 thumbs up. Hell yeah.
That was
shit.
sick.
When we was in the California Youth Authority, everybody from Los Angeles was slapping y'all shit. I'm just bunking up in Del Norte, you know what I'm saying, rolling up, young, 13, 14 years old, and you got 4 traveling gangster Crips, 5 dudes that H.A. Hoover, H.A. Criminal, Gangster Hoover, H.A. Crip Hoover, Compton Kelly Park, Crips, South Central, Cats.
You know what that was?
Popping up with they were like, "Hey, you from East Palo Alto?"
You know
they
what that
say
was?
East Palo Alto. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from East Palo Alto, bro." Like, they check this out. You know these cats totally. I said, "They're my big bros right there. They from the mid right here." It was like, I think Dino was in there with me.
Yeah, Donnell Irvin.
Yeah, Donnell Irvin was in there with me. There's a lot of us in there, bro.
Hey, you know what that is? Since our name was
everybody was slapping y'all shit back then.
Since our name was totally insane, a lot of them LA niggas thought we was insane Crips.
Oh yeah.
So that's how a lot of the Crip niggas got onto it.
Yeah. But like I said, it wasn't just insane Crip. It was the whole LA, because I'm in the Y. That's a young gladiator penitentiary. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Everybody from down LA, Sacramento, up north, everybody has y'all shit. Like, cause back then we had Walkmans.
Yeah.
And we be up in there pumping. I would always get hit like, "Hey, you from East Palo Alto? Look, check this shit out." The back streets. Mm-hmm. Everybody had y'all shit in there. Chunk, they had Chunk shit in there too, bro.
Yeah, shout out to
Chunk. You know what I'm talking about? Shanti.
Yep, Shanti.
MOG.
Yep, Shanti MOG.
Hood Stars.
Roots from Underground. Chaos,
the youngin'. Yep. SIC. K9 the Crack Dealer. Splurge, Shady. What up, Rogue? Man, I mean, y'all is just legendary, Rogue. But the stories, y'all, the lyricists, the lyrics is what I want to describe as so real. I mean, once you pop that tape in, Rogue, and you especially when I'm knocking off in my bunk, I'm far away from home and I'm doing time,
take you right back.
I'm like, I feel like I'm right there in the town with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh, I can't wait. I get that will motivate me to get up, about to go hit these weights, eat a good meal, and so it was thriving. It was thriving.
I mean, the whole idea for, like I said, we were just trying to make something that represents the town. something that, and we was telling real life experiences. It wasn't like we was, you know what I'm saying, we were just spitting it. Right. And also, but at the same time, we was giving cautionary tales. I know this shit sound good, but this one comes with it too. Yeah.
The consequences and the repercussions.
This shit go with it too.
Yeah. And just, by the way, I'm not drinking. This is a energy drink. I've been telling y'all, I ain't relapsed. It's been a whole year. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh no, it's cool. And I just
repercussions, consequences, like you said.
I was influenced by Ice Cube and, you know what I'm saying, the cats that came before me.
NWA.
The NWA and the Game Spitters.
Right.
And I understood what they was trying to do.
Too Short.
Yep.
E40.
E40 came right before us. So, but I understood what they was doing. They was telling you these glamorous ass stories, but they was throwing them punchlines in there too. Like, but yeah, nigga, you get your head knocked off too, nigga. You do the football numbers. Yeah. Don't be snitching, nigga. Don't go out there snitching, but just know if you play that game, nigga, this is what comes along with it. And I just, even 415 Richie Rich, man.
415, shout out to 415 Richie Rich.
That album 415 was some of the realest, hardest shit I ever heard in my life.
Sideshow, everybody was 415 thugging back then, bro. Before we was 650, we was 415 and old school out here, bro.
So we were just trying to carry on the formula, but we was trying to do it in East Palo Alto style.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just trying to let motherfuckers know, nigga, East Palo Alto, and we got some motherfuckers out here too.
Everybody knew with the
yeah.
You know, PLR
we got some niggas out here too, that's hard.
Yeah.
So that's all we was trying to do. We didn't honestly, we didn't think that it was gonna do what it did. Like, we didn't think it was gonna blow up like that.
Yeah, it was like our Rushmore, like you spoke on earlier on Facebook, bro.
Yeah.
When you had shout out to my boy Money Lamont from the G from the Guards SNL. He was like, boy, you trying to start some shit right now.
What happened was, let me clear that up. What happened was, somebody had posted one about Frisco.
Yeah.
The Mount Rushmore San Francisco rappers.
Yeah.
And I was going through the list, and I was like, damn, they had some pretty good lists on there. Yeah. So I was like, fuck it. I said, East Palo Alto, Mount Rushmore. Let's see what these niggas say about this. And I never did a list or nothing. I just posted it. And I was just, and
everybody reacted to that.
Everybody reacted to it, which was good, because now what I'm thinking is, now I want to do a documentary about that. I want to do a documentary.
Tight, shit, I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. Let's put it together. Shit. I want to find cats like Parts Unknown, and I know where So Busy at. I know where Shake is at.
Shake. Remember that the compilation? Who did the compilation? Shake. Well, that was one of my favorite songs. Life and Nothing Soft.
I think Email did that.
County.
I think Email did that.
Email did that one. Life and Nothing Soft in San Mateo County.
But I just want to do a documentary on the town and just have everybody,
Well, you got me here, film, TV, whatever I can do to contribute to that.
Yeah.
I would love to be a part of that, of that project or any other futuristic projects you got going, bro.
Yeah. I want to tell some of the stories about some of the homies that died out here too.
Absolutely. That's a must.
Yeah.
That's a mandatory. Yeah. A lot. I can count over 30 partners gone. We ain't all from the same spot. You know what I'm saying? But we all grew up together, like I said before. The drugs got involved, before the females got involved, before the miscommunication got involved. We was all partners out here.
Before it was divided.
Yeah, we used to be all the way in Mellow.
Yeah.
At the Boys Club. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Mr. B at Kelly Park. I remember y'all. Oh, let's take it back. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's take it back. All right, y'all. I remember the talent show at Kelly Park when the shooting went off. When y'all was out there performing, man.
Yes.
You can speak on that. You can talk about that. Bring us back, man. But that shit was live.
Well, what happened? What happened was,
it was live.
It all stemmed from me and Doc Louie. At the time, before the funk jumped off, everybody knew me and Doc Louie.
Yeah, Doc Louie. Yep.
Since Ravenswood Middle School.
Yep.
But once the funk jumped off and East Palo Alto got divided, because Doc Louie was from over here, from 6th Street, and I was from over there from the mid. So a lot of niggas from both sides was telling us, y'all better not don't bring that punk ass nigga over here. And I'm, that's on both sides.
Yeah.
Don't bring Ad over here, nigga. Don't bring Doc Louie over here no more, nigga.
Yeah, shout out to Doc Louie, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Doc Louie.
It's all love.
But it was the divide. So we was getting warnings, and we was getting niggas from both sides telling us not to be fucking with each other, not to be, not to be hooking up like that.
Right. Just keep going.
So when the talent show came, we were still doing our shit. We were still meeting up and doing our shit.
Right.
So when the talent show came, our intention was to try to bring niggas together with the music. But what happened was, that shit turned into some gangster shit. And it got kind of bad. They started shooting up in that motherfucker, and while we was on stage performing, niggas from both sides got to funking with each other, and some gunshots went off, and the shit went bad. You know what I'm saying? I think a couple people got shot. I don't think nobody lost their life, but I believe a couple people got shot. And it was just, it was the funk. It was the East Palo Alto funk, man. Niggas didn't want me and Doc Louie to make music together. Niggas didn't want me and Doc Louie fucking with each other like that. Niggas didn't want me and Doc Louie bringing each other to each other's side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
And that was just basically from the Midtown side to right here on Clark side, where we at right now on C Street, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I remember that shoot went off, and I was a young nigga. I was sitting in the bleachers, and when everybody started storming out, dispersing, I had saved a little born baby, fell behind the bleachers.
Oh shit!
A few of my partners know about this, especially the ones. Shout out to all my deportees from East Palo Alto that got deported back to Tonga, but Scarface knew about this. Mm-hmm. And I went under the bleachers and grabbed the baby.
Oh shit!
It took and that's when I just bought some brand new baby blue Cortez, a Nike Cortez. You know, we used to like the Nike Cortez, the Dolphin Nikes, blood. On my way out, somebody stepped on my shoe and I lost my shoe, but I'm out 1 foot anyway. I'm worried about the baby. Took the baby out. So that's crazy.
Damn.
And I was out there, and it was a young lady that ran up to me. She's like, "You got my baby." I guess she recognized the blanket that was wrapped around. She said, "That's my baby." I gave her. She was hugging me. She was like, "Thank you." So she was like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "My name's Lonnie." She was like, "Okay, I appreciate it, mama, I got baby."
Crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know, and it was just down there, and everybody was pushing, because you know.
Your mic fell off.
Okay, my bad. Everybody was pushing out one way, so it was pretty hard for me. You know, I kind of like just budged down, and pushed back, and then snuck under the bleachers and grabbed the baby, because you know the bleachers push out. Remember?
Yeah, they pull
and
out.
You got this little hole pocket where you can.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Went up in there, grabbed baby. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah. So that's 30
shit,
years down the line.
So this is like this is like shit. This before like, Direct from the Backstreet came out, so this is like 89.
Yeah,
90?
it was
like 89, 90.
89. It was
Kelly
89.
Park.
Kelly Park, 89, 1989, bro.
So what happened was, right after that, the newspaper Times Tribune wrote that shit up and blamed that shit on
Palo Alto Times Tribune. Shout out to Mr. Bono.
East Palo Alto rap group causes whatever they said. Yeah, that was front page. East Palo Alto rap group causes such and such at neighborhood community center.
They had y'all though.
They had us in there. They blamed it on us.
Y'all from Turkey saying y'all from the mid.
Yeah.
That was in the article.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That was in the newspaper. So yeah, man.
The Ghetto Bird was out there that night.
Yeah.
Candy paint, golden voles, and six foes is outside trying to get out. They blocked that whole thing off, bro.
Do you know from that we couldn't do the talent show for. Okay, check this out. The talent show at Kelly Park happened in, you say 89.
89. I believe it was 89.
We dropped Direct from the Backstreet the end of 91.
I think it was right before the earthquake or right after the earthquake.
Yeah. We dropped Direct from the Backstreet the end of 91, right? Shit blew up. We became one of the biggest groups in East Palo Alto. Do you know we could not do the Juneteenth until 1995?
Oh, God.
They denied us the Juneteenth every year until 1995. The police was not fucking with us.
But y'all did it in 95.
Yeah.
Though. I remember that, bro.
They was not fucking with us. Before that, from Direct from the Backstreet came out to them.
I swear I was like, hold on, why?
It took us 3 albums. We didn't get to do it until Backstreet Life album came out.
See,
after we shot the video in the town, that's when Sharifa Wilson and them, shout out to Sharifa Wilson, got back cool and said, okay, we'll let y'all do the Juneteenth. So y'all video shoot came out cool.
That's crazy, bro.
And y'all brought the town together, we'll let you do the Juneteenth this year. And we got to do it this year, but we fucked up because we bought some stripper chicks up there and
oh no, y'all didn't.
We kind of fucked up.
No, y'all didn't, bro.
But they brought us back.
Damn.
And you know, the police escorted us off the stage and shit.
That's what's up, man. Gosh, I'm taking it back. That's 30 plus years, man.
But the video, the Backstreet Life video, I was happy with that because that brought the town together. I mean,
did. Y'all was right here at Jackfield Park.
Jackfield Park on Alberni. Mm-hmm. What happened was, for all y'all that's watching Ain't From the Town, from '92 we was the murder capital for 3 years. It was fun.
Of America.
Yeah, it was war for them 3 years. So when we dropped Backstreet Life, our record label was like, fuck it, we're gonna give y'all a big video. We're gonna give y'all a big budget video. They spent like 25 G's on that video.
That might mention that was a lot back in the day.
That was a lot back in the day.
Okay, that's like maybe 200 grand today in 2023, y'all. So
and the director of that was dude that did the video he did right before us was Bone Thugs' First of the Month video.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, he did our video right after. He was showing us. They was editing Bone Thugs' video and they was showing us the live foot, the behind the scenes footage of the video. Bro. He was like, "Yeah, you want to see this shit?" And they was showing us the shit. So what happened was, when we went to go get the permits and shit, we had to go to the police station. And we had to talk to the chief of police. We had to talk to the mayor, which was Sharifa Wilson at the time, and they okayed the video. So when they came out in the morning and set up it was like a movie set.
Hold on, so you guys had to get authorized, a consent, permission?
Yes, we had to
shoot that out in Jackfield Park?
Yeah, we had to. Yeah,
we don't even need to do that today.
I know. We had to get permits. We had to go to the city, to the police station right here.
God, I didn't even know it was that strict. That's crazy, bro.
We hollered at Sharifa Wilson and we hollered at the chief of police. I forgot who the chief of police was at that time.
Was that because it was for hazardous reasons?
Nah, because I'm not
life insurance, or you know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure exactly, but when they film movies, they got to
city penal code.
You know when motherfuckers film movies, they got to get that. So it's the same shit. It's just,
I didn't know that was for.
Yeah.
They did that.
But what they did was
rap videos.
But what they did was they came out and blocked the streets off for us. Norris showed up at my house 7 o'clock in the morning.
Norris, God,
Norris.
Man.
Hey,
no short Norris. Oh God, he beat me up, bro. Right here, see him and Officer Fry and Babyface in the road.
Nigga, my cousin Ricky P had spent the night.
Oh God,
he didn't know we was shooting the video the next morning. So when Norris came and knocked on the door and he looked at the bike, he's like, "Blood, Norris at your door." Rest in peace, Ricky P.
Yeah,
I said, "Nah, calm down, bro. We shooting the video today,
Norris,
bro."
From what I heard, he's still out here. He a lieutenant now.
Is he? Shit, he been on the force 30-something years.
He came to, he knocked
Wait, Big Norris or Little Norris?
Little short Norris.
Yeah,
little
Big Norris is the one that came and shut the street
okay,
down.
Yeah.
Him and
I'm talking about little short Norris. Big Norris now.
But it was cool. You know what? Not only did we shoot the video that day, but we did a barbecue that day and we threw a house party that night. And the police, Norris and them, let us rock all day and all night. They didn't fuck with us. They didn't, niggas wasn't out there fighting.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers out there drunk and all the shit, but motherfuckers wasn't out there fighting and shit. Niggas didn't break no bottles and nothing. We cleaned up the next morning, the next morning, and they let us rock.
That's crazy. I never knew it was that serious with the consent authorization. To get to get a green light to shoot a video back then.
Well, now they just niggas just jumping out with niggas shooting shit on the iPhone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
they just jumping out, getting scenes real quick.
Coming out with choppers at my last video, we had.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm like, goddamn. So that's crazy. They had a strong. I didn't know the guideline to that was that serious back then. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, then at that time.
Put me up on game right now. I'm still learning.
That video cost 25 G's, bro. Just imagine, what I'm saying, the times have changed.
Yeah.
25 racks. So when it debuted on Rap City and BET.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was big for the time. Yeah. That was big.
I was like,
I got so many phone calls, back then when my pager was going off. Back then we had pagers. Nigga, my pager blew the fuck up.
We can still find that video.
Oh, that's on YouTube?
Yeah, that's on YouTube.
They got high definition copy of it on YouTube.
I know this. I seen that y'all video on YouTube with on that and
Chunkin'
Prozac and them.
Yep. Shanti.
Yep.
Roots from Underground, Play It Square. The one before them came to the Soul Brothers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You seen that video? Squares. It was Roots from Underground and Chunk had a song called Squares Want to Be Players. They did.
I heard the song, but I haven't seen.
40 and the Click of them came down to the Soul Brothers was in the video.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yep.
Shout out to the Soul Brothers from the town.
Shout out to the Soul Brothers from the town. Yeah.
God, man. So, what are you working on right now?
I just dropped the album.
You got cooking up on the stovetop right now.
Well, I just dropped the album in January 6th called Manza Musa, the Old King.
Nice.
That's my new solo album. But I've been dropping albums since when the epidemic.
Now does that the name that you just, how you say that?
Manza Musa.
Is that define that?
Manza Musa is, for all y'all that got Google out there, Google this. Manza Musa is the richest man in history. He was the king of Bali, which is in Africa.
Bali or Mali?
Is it
the kingdom of Mali?
Mali.
Yeah.
Mali.
These are the people you talking about, the Moors.
Is that West Africa? I don't know what part of Africa.
That's No, they was all through.
They was all
east
through
to the west. Yeah. He was right here in America. The Moors, the Mali, the empire was here.
So what? Manza Musa is the richest man in history. which happened to be a black man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can Google that. His worth.
Facts.
His worth in the 1200s was $400 billion in the 1200s. That's trillions of dollars in today's money.
God, I read on that.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all check that out, man.
So
Google that.
when you mentioned that name, it hit me right upside the head.
Yeah, you knew
I do a lot of
you knew
research.
it. Yeah.
So that was Marley Moore Empire. That's where we get the word America was called Tom Mary.
Yeah.
But they took the tie off and put it at the end of America, which is America now. So it was Tom Mary in Mizraim. Mary means the beloved, Mary. Tom Mary.
Yeah.
So Mary, the Virgin Mary's in America.
Yeah.
But then there's really Amorica.
What, America is just the English translation?
Yeah,
of it?
translation of what it really is, the Moors.
Yeah.
Tupac Shakur. His middle name is Amaru. Amaru Khan. Amaru Khan.
Say the Moors?
Yeah.
Oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven?
Oh, thank heaven 7-Eleven.
Bam.
Okay, that's where you get the 7-Eleven from.
Right.
Back in 7-Eleven is when it was going down.
I already know.
That's a lot of people don't know that. Good thing you brought that up.
The Moors conquered and influenced the whole world.
That's why I bring it back to the civilization we have here.
But
What
they
is the
civilized the
Americans?
world.
Yeah.
When they conquered, they didn't just throw niggas in slavery. They taught motherfuckers culture. They taught motherfuckers trade. They taught motherfuckers how to get money. They taught motherfuckers resources. They didn't just conquer and just put motherfuckers in slavery. They taught niggas resources and hustles. And
right.
They that's why they say, oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven, because the Moors went around the world and taught motherfuckers how to live, civilized the world, taught motherfuckers how to bathe and brush their teeth and make clothes. Hygiene and shit, right.
So,
and that's why they say thank heaven for 7-Eleven, because
that's a great topic that you spoke on that, because for me as a researcher, I do a lot of that in the Aztec world and in the Olmec world, Old Mexico, and in the Native Indian world out here. You had the Muslims, the way the description of how they dressed and everything, the locks, it was here.
And ain't that where
right here in Central America, South America, in North America.
Ain't that where Tupac got his name from the Native American culture?
Amaru Khan. Yeah. Tupac Amaru was a king pharaoh that rebelled against the conquistadors when they came down and sacked South America. What's up, Scoot? What's going on, family? We got Scoot in the house, man. We got Scoot up next on this interview.
What's up with you? Scoot D.O. double.
I appreciate it, bro. Hey, copy our merchandise, Blackbird.
Blackbird all day.
My nigga Kurt, old school. You know how we do.
Straight up.
My boy too.
Straight up.
You feel me? Copy our merch.
Small town, that road.
That road.
So
support that movement.
On top, it's good. So we got Scoot in the house. We ain't got another mic, but it's all good.
It's good, man.
So
I used to sharing mics.
Off top.
That's
hey,
what we do.
So we were talking about the Black Moorish, the Moorish not the colony, not the European colonies, but we're talking about the word America and how it has the symbolic symbols of Moor in it. That's where you get the Tupac Amaru Shakur. Tupac Amaru is Amaru Khan, but the Moor is in there. That's where you get Mi'ad Mord.
Right.
So a lot of people don't know that Latin America, Spanish America are Moors. Italian, if people don't know it by now, every human in the world was black, Negroid before Caucasoid and Mongoloid.
Yeah,
what made Caucasoid and Mongoloid was a Negro race.
Right.
You can have a Negro race, have a white, pale, albino baby with green eyes, blue eyes, and blonde hair, but you can't have no regular white folk have a black baby, charcoal baby, with a blue hair. Yeah, it don't work like that. And it's just hard to say, Scoot, it's just hard to say that people are misconstrued of the narrative that they push on our people today, bro. Like I was telling them, all this Polynesian, Tongan, Samoans, we all got Negro backgrounds. We lighter today.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, though, bro. It's the whole conquered and divide shit. You dig what I'm saying? It's the conquer and divide.
Right.
You gotta, we black as black people, we're a race of people that's lost. Like we don't even know who we are.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Like I think we was talking about this on the phone one time, bro. It's like we name our kids after our slave owners. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
My last name is Smith.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't no African name. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We just as a people, bro, like
great analogy.
Most black people think that our culture and our shit is hip hop. Hip hop ain't our culture.
Yeah.
That's a culture that we had to create and adapt to because our shit was lost. We don't even know our language.
Yeah, that's real. That's real talk.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, bro, I know.
The whole reason why we got the Malcolm X, the X, because he don't really know his back. He changed it from little, right?
Right.
Okay. Speak on that. Speak on that right quick, Scoop.
And I don't know if everybody up on it, but he changed it to X because X stands for the unknown in mathematics.
Let's go. We going in today, bro. We going in today.
We literally
Let's go.
Know, like,
me and Scoot ain't just rappers.
I'm off top.
A lot of people will look at somebody that's black and be like, bro, go back to your country. We come from a continent of a many countries.
Exactly.
And our shit been stolen so much that we don't even, and watered down so much, we don't even know. Like, we look at a motherfucker with an afro and feel like they need a perm.
Real shit.
Let's go.
You dig what I'm saying? Like,
real shit.
And we laugh at a motherfucker that's eating the proper food like that. Right. Because we so Americanized. You see a motherfucker eating
colonial wise,
right? Yeah. You see somebody eating some bushmeat, which is probably way more cleaner than 90% of the beef or the pork or the chicken.
GMO food out here, generically modified food is what Scoot talking about, bro.
That's why we don't get as old as our grandparents did.
Mm-hmm.
That's real shit.
We don't get as old as our grandparents did.
Hey, that's real shit.
Because of the food and shit.
The longest, I think, was 137 years old. A black Florida man, American man out here, 137 years old, bro.
Yeah.
Right, it's the food, genetic, because that's where you get the 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons from being carbonated, melanated.
Say that shit.
666 ain't really the devil that you see burning in fire right here. It's your molecules that biological chemistry is what the human body generically is made up of. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. And so we're plant-based human beings. Hue as in color and man as in man. That's why it's called human. Right. It's called a color man. You have to define that.
We are a plant-based.
So when they landed on the moon, they try to separate them from human and say this is for mankind. You got to catch that, because they deliberately, subliminally, they narratively throw it in there to try to separate themselves from humans. You know what I'm talking about? So
you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, human, or if you look up hue, the word hue, defining the origins of it in etymology is H-U-E. Hue means color. Color, and then you put on the man, hue man. He's a colored man.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Was impeccable.
Off top, and we talked about this a few times over the phone. Late night, blowing. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. The thing about it is, bro, the main thing is we got to educate ourselves.
This is the topic I wanted to talk about. I told them I want to dig into your soul, your spirit, and your mind, and see where your head is really at. Besides, we're going to talk about rap, hip-hop, too, at the same time, but I want to see where your inner heart is at and where the struggle is, where you think we need to jump back on to get everybody reunited out here.
You know what's fucked up is it took this long, bro, for me to, and I tell my son that my son's sitting in the county jail facing 22 years in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You dig what I'm saying? And that shit hurt.
God.
But it took me.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
It took me to go through hella shit and us to be all in these streets and do all this shit to realize, bro, we've been lied to, bro.
Like we've been played.
The shit that
we've been tricked.
The shit
bamboozled.
We've been bamboozled, bro.
Hoodwinked.
What we've been taught is all wrong, bro. Like nobody taught us about going to buy a house.
Me and Ad was just talking about that.
Nobody taught us about investing your money or
about banks.
Nobody told us that. They told us we needed some fucking rims, bro.
Yeah.
We needed some fucking gold teeth.
Materialistic things.
Needed a sack. We needed another strap because these niggas is my enemy. Because these Mexicans is my enemy. These Tongans over here is my enemy.
Right.
These Samoans is my enemy.
Right.
And all around these motherfuckers is my brothers. And you know
Speak
what
on
I'm
that.
gonna tell you,
Speak
bro?
on that. Speak on that, Scoop.
They don't want no fucking unity, bro.
Yeah.
If we came together, bro, you know how fucking powerful that shit would be.
We are the majority. We just don't know it. Bro, we've been sleeping. We've been indoctrinated.
If we came together and I understand, bro, I'm a street nigga, bro, and I've been in this shit since I was 13 years old. I understand politics, and I know it's not as just easy as saying, okay, fuck it, we done. It's a bloodshed has been spilled and people have died.
Yeah. Right.
And I understand that.
Still bitterness.
It's hard
Yes,
to
sir.
tell somebody,
yes, sir.
Bro, let's have some peace when your brother got killed, bro, or when your cousin, or when your uncle, or when your dad died. You get what I'm saying? On account of this bullshit. And I understand that, bro.
Right.
But as men, motherfuckers need to really address the problems with the motherfuckers who they got the problems with. And that's And that go for whoever, bro.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Do you think that's a coincidence, or you think it's intentionally, purposely? Speak on that, or just a setup? or you think we just behind on waking up?
We so behind, bro. We stuck in 2.5 square miles.
We just talking about
this shit is divided in 4, and then you got certain streets that's just this street.
Can you speak on the areas of the division right here in East Palo Alto? What spots?
We 2.5 square miles divided in 4.
Yeah.
You got the village, you got Midtown, you got the gardens, you got flooded, then you got certain streets. You got Cooley, you got Sack Street, you got some cats over
the ramp, Manhattan,
you
O'Keefe.
got the Manhattan. It's a wide
West
range
Park.
of shit in this little bitty city.
Right.
In this little bitty city, and then we just been pre-exposed to bullshit that happened before we even came off the porch.
Yeah.
Speak on that.
You know what I'm saying? I came off the porch. Everybody on this side is my enemy when I came off the porch.
Right.
I ain't had no
We were just
shootout.
speaking on that.
I ain't had no problems with nobody,
Right.
but when I come off the porch, you just automatically program, okay, I gotta sell dope on this side, so I don't like that side. I don't know why the older niggas don't. I don't know. But in the same.
Hold on, he just said it. You said you was programmed.
Program, bro.
That we ain't come. We said
Bro,
it was bad communication,
Come on,
but
bro, and
he
it's the
just
same-
came up with
and
another.
It's
Okay,
the same way all
Speak up.
around, and it's not only in East Palo Alto.
Program
bro.
was a great
That shit is like
analogy
you, it's
of
like you inherit funk.
what we was talking about.
It's like you inherit funk.
Right.
Yeah.
Inherited
Whether you want
phones.
to or not.
Another analogy of why we keep bumping in heads.
Right.
We inherited it, which is indoctrinated, brainwashed, hypnotic, and non-communication. So we covered all 5 factuals of those, not a theory, not a philosophy, but facts on the table, bro.
Right. Just don't nobody
You know?
want to talk. It's like I'm soft if I come out with my emotions.
That's why it meant a lot for me. That's why it meant a lot for me. I appreciate the interview for both of y'all coming out.
Yeah.
These was my enemies back in the days in the mid on that side, Midtown Menlo,
Yeah.
East Menlo Park,
Right
you know what I'm saying? Over here to the Clark Village side, it was crazy. It was mayhem. We were talking about the murder cap. But it meant a lot to me to pull together, you know, who else better to do it that been through the struggle, experienced in it, and grew up out of it, and is moving forward in today's. Past the beef, past the phone, past the catastrophe, past the mayhem, bro, in order to unite the tribes.
Because bro, like it's damn near too late, bro. We got squeezed out of East Palo Alto.
Right.
I was
We
saying
not
that
here no
too.
more, bro.
Yeah.
We squeezed out. We squeezed out, bro. We too much of a minority to be split apart. How we split apart, bro. We are
Right.
a fucking minority, bro. You dig what I'm saying? And and like I said though, I understand politics.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Every city got them politics. You feel
Right.
me? And it's hard to iron out decades and decades of shit that.
Now, would you
we
say
can
that's a
iron out.
generational curse?
It's a generational curse only in the inner city though, like, you know what I'm saying? And then, and I was talking to my girl the other day about some shit, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, like it's like we damned if we do, we damned if we don't, because I don't want to send my kids over across the freeway to go to school.
Right.
Because over here, yeah, it's the beef or whatever. Sometimes
Right,
this
right.
side don't get along with that side or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But for the children though, niggas don't play that shit with no children. You send your kids over
We
there
take that
to
seriously.
that rich neighborhood or something, and you know that's where they touching your kids.
Right.
For example, we both went to Carmont.
Right.
How did it feel pulling up to Carmont and having go home niggas spray painted on the wall? And
That's crazy.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speak on that.
they was
Yeah,
busing us
right.
from here and sending us to
We had
Carmont.
rides.
Yeah.
Shit, that movie, Higher Learning. What is that?
High learning, right
Dangerous
here.
Mind.
Yeah. Dangerous
That
Minds.
was based on a.
What, Michelle Pfeiffer and
Michelle
Yeah.
Pfeiffer. That was based on a class at Carmont before I got there. You know
Miss
what I'm
Now they
Johnson.
shot that.
I was in
what-
her
They
class.
shot that in Palo Alto, right?
saying?
Palo Alto High.
They
Yeah.
shot some of it at Palo Alto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of it out of state.
Yeah.
They did, you know.
Yeah.
I think some of it in LA actually. Some of it in LA, some of it out here.
No, I'm good. I've been sober for a whole year. Y'all.
But at the beginning, remember when the school buses pull up?
Yeah.
On the side of the school bus say Palo Alto Unified School
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. It said that right there.
But they were just trying to amplify
They
the
was-
fact that
yeah.
it was East Palo Alto kids. Because we,
Right.
Now
Right.
we got what 4 or 5 high schools in this little city.
Right.
That's what we was
That's
talking.
crazy.
Speak on that
Yeah.
school. Let's
You know
hear.
what I'm
Let's hear.
saying? Like I only
What
time I seen-
areas went to certain high schools?
So if you was in
Here
the
we go.
village,
Round
you had
two.
to go to Woodside. If you
Round
was in
two.
the mid, you had to go to Carmont.
Yep.
If you was in the G, you either went to Carmont or Sequoia.
Sequoia
Yep.
District. That's the one we left
Yep.
out.
We
dig
left
what I'm
Sequoia
saying?
out, yep.
If you was from Menlo, you went to MA for sure.
And
sure.
over the ramp, you went to Menlo Atherton.
Yes.
I know
yeah,
that for
over
a
the
fact
ramp
because I
too.
stayed over the ramp. I
sure.
had to go to Menlo
You went to
Atherton,
Menlo
bro.
Atherton for sure.
We was all there in Menlo's
Yeah.
back in the days,
Yeah.
bro.
Menlo Oaks is my.
We all went to Carmont.
Menlo Oaks.
I got kicked out of Ravenswood Middle
Us,
School.
him, Sean
Went
T.
to Menlo Oaks. That's why I was in with
Yeah,
you, Booby,
yeah,
and everybody
yeah,
right here.
yeah,
Ronald Hampton.
yeah,
Derek, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of us out here. Kurt.
Yep. Yup.
God, bro.
It's
Okay.
history in this little bitty city, bro. Like it's a lot of history here, bro. And one thing about it, bro, is I always say, bro, like if somebody just come back to this motherfucker and just, even if Mark Zuckerberg, dog, like this an inner city, like you dig what I'm saying, and the gentrification and everything that's going on, bro. If you just reach back into this city, bro, and pull some of this soul out of this city, bro.
Yeah.
Like you dig what I'm saying, like it's here. Like they done came in here and ran so many people up out of here, like as far as our parents and stuff like that.
Flipped it, gentrified it the whole nine, bro.
Gentrified it the whole nine. Like
it's crazy. We were just talking about took our mom and pop stores, took the soul out of this, the soul out of the community.
It made it damn near impossible to resist. Cause like I say,
raising the rent.
They offer my grandmother
move out.
They offer my grandmother $1 million. I think my grandmother ain't never seen $1 million in her life.
And she paid $10,000 for the house.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Hell yeah.
You talking about that?
That's
earlier.
a super flipping business.
Paid $10,000 for the house. I know. She was the first black person on Poplar Street, and she paid $10,000 for her house.
Damn,
$1 down. $1 down for with the GI Bill. Now that shit worth 1.8.
Feel me? God. How can it say
it's 1.8 right now.
Right now.
How can an older black woman on a fixed income turn that down if a white man with a suit not gonna just say, ma'am, I'm willing to give you $2 million for your house right now, cash.
But the thing about it, Ad, though, that was the easy way.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Because before Facebook did it, Ray Kim did it.
Right.
And what they did was, and then a lot of the older people that own their houses,
they
got caught up in that Fannie Mae, that Bernie Madoff thing. I'm telling you, they was calling these older people that's on these fixed incomes like,
scamming about their shit,
Yep. Like, ma'am, you make a couple $1,000s a month. You make $2,500 a month. Your mortgage is $1,700 a month. We can make it down to $900. All you got to do is sign these papers. In a year, it ain't $900 no more. In a year, it's $2,700.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying? To where balloon payments.
My mom got caught up in that. That's how she lost her house on C Street.
Now they lose the house. You dig what I'm saying? And all that shit was strategic, bro. Like it wasn't no accident. It was forecasted, bro. It just like, I don't know if y'all know about red zoning.
Yep.
Or heard about how the banks basically created the ghettos and put all as minorities in one area.
Right.
They got this shit called red zoning and shit, right? To where you go to the bank and try to get a loan or something to live in a certain area, and they be like, well, shit, we ain't got nothing for you in this area, but we got this much for you, so we got houses over here, and we can over here. You dig what I'm saying? That red zone is where y'all can go stay at.
Bro.
You dig what I'm saying? I was
putting me up on game. I didn't know what red zone.
Bro, I was sitting in Palo Alto one time at Greer Park smoking, and this old white dude came up to me. He was like 90 years old, and his daughter was walking him. He was on a walker and shit, and he was telling me, bro, do you know the history on this park? I'm like, nah. He was like, we created this park because the city of Palo Alto was trying to put subsidized housing over here, and we knew that would bring all minorities here.
Right.
So we went to the city council and told them we needed a park for our kids.
Right. That's crazy.
You dig what I'm saying? So they put Greer Park there. Now they ended up putting apartments all the way around, 360 around Greer Park.
Yeah.
But that was the sentiment that they had back then. Like, we gonna keep them across that light.
Right.
Don't make no apartments over here. But he was real with me, and he told me, wasn't nothing over here segregated but Middlefield.
That's crazy, bro. And you can see that too. You can see that on the maps, on the old school maps.
Yeah.
You see how it was.
School.
No, that's all good. That's crazy. That's pretty much what I was telling Ed. I'm like, what's it gonna take for us OGs? I think these kids now is missing OG management. They need some OG management.
Right.
It takes a big brother like us, leaders like us, to step up to the pedestal, step up the catapult to the top, to show them, to wake the younger generation up that's on deck right now. They're like, what's really going on? It ain't really about, we past the beefing.
Right.
We're talking about something bigger,
right.
And longevity.
And some longevity and money. Can you imagine this though?
Tulsa, Greenwood, Tulsa, Oklahoma, rebuilding
Wall Street.
Again, that they bombed the KKK.
Can you imagine this? As much money as we ran through some bands, bro, on bullshit. Can you imagine if somebody would have told us, bro, won't y'all come together, 5 of y'all, buy this fucking store, buy this corner. Before Joyce and them and Mr. Price and everybody was buy this corner.
Yep.
Shop and go. Right. Buy that corner.
Yep.
Nobody told us that. Nigga, we had 20.
Yeah.
We had 30 to put down.
But we wasn't up on game.
We didn't know.
Yeah. program.
Cause we was told to go get them rims, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go get some more dope.
Yeah.
We finna go, oh, I got enough money to buy a bird, nigga.
Yeah.
That's what we was told to do.
We were pretty much caught up in the concept of our surroundings and our environment too. At the same time, just seeing what was in here,
bro. Because these is our role models.
Yeah.
These was our role models, bro. That Mike D, bro.
Yeah.
Mike D.
Yeah.
He got, bro, he got 16 12s in his fucking mind, bro. How do all the bitches want to fuck him? How do I not want to do that?
Yeah.
True.
He ain't no different than the president
True.
of the United States. Y'all vote.
Bro, that nigga sweats, bro. His sweat, bro. He used to.
President in the hood.
Bro, Mike D used to give me and Band-Aid money for our report cards. Bro, I remember walking down Westminster, bro. His pockets used to just on sweats, bro. Used to just like, bro, stupid.
Can't even keep the sweats up.
How am I not wanting to do that?
Yep.
I ain't got nothing. We on food stamps with noodles. I can't get 2 bags of chips. Else Granny gonna be tripping because we ain't got them. We can't last the whole month if I go get 2 bags of chips today.
Shit.
You dig what I'm saying?
Mike D was so cold, nigga. Ice cream truck come down the street. Can't none of us afford no ice cream. This nigga come through and drop in, throw a handful of ones out the motherfucking top.
Bro,
Everybody get ice cream. Or pull over and buy the ice cream.
It was a different.
Everybody get what y'all want.
No ice
Here.
back then.
Right.
Somebody come through like that, one of our leaders,
Right.
one of our big
Right.
brothers, do that out
Right.
of their own kind and hardness, and they do that all the time. You feel me?
Right.
They do that all the time, man. That's just something we do out here in the hood. People giving back to the hood. That's
Back to the
all the
hood.
time. And us, Mike D and them, everybody, they went we pretty much, like we talked about earlier, we just smaller pharmaceutical corporations out here on the block that just don't got no FDA medicine certificate. These motherfucking pharmaceuticals are the biggest motherfucking drug dealers in the planet, on the world. And you can't tell me that. They got it in your aspirin, they got it in your food, they got it in your prescription.
That's why these young niggas is so fucked up off this dope.
If we go back to, okay, speak on this. You guys know about Dr. Sebi?
Yeah.
With Nipsey? Okay, can you speak a little bit on that?
Dr. Sebi, one of his main teachings though, was every disease start right here in your gut. You dig what I'm saying? He taught shout out to my boy Nate. You know what I mean? Nate Gardner, because he be putting me up on a lot of this shit.
Shout out to Nate.
Shout out to Nate.
He got his own shit.
Bro, he's so in tune.
Drinks, vitamins,
everything, bro. He's so in tune, bro. He is.
Nate G, bro.
Bro, he very in tune, bro.
Shout out to G Boy. What's up, bro?
Straight up.
Band-Aid.
Straight up, my boys, he in tune to it, bro. And I got another partner named Czar. You know what I'm saying? He in tune to it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He really know about it. You dig what I'm saying? And that man, that eating healthy, I just went through some medical shit myself, bro. I had a whole heart issue.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to learn how to reprogram myself and learn how to eat better and learn how to basically take care of myself a little bit better too. Cause shit, I ain't no young nigga. You dig what I'm saying? I'm an old nigga. You dig what I'm saying? So as far as like, I had to cut back on a lot of shit and start educating myself on really what to put in my body and what not to.
Right.
And that's exactly what Dr. Sebi, the hype he was on and what he was teaching. You dig what I'm saying? Which is.
I also want to add into that. Dr. Sebi was the first indigenous Aboriginal Honduras black man out of Central America, the original, that cured AIDS, leukemia,
and what happened
cancer,
to him, and what they do to him,
the whole nine,
and what they do to him.
And they took him to court, to New York Supreme Court, and they told him, you're facing 50 to 100 years if you don't show us proof of you curing these people with AIDS. So he came back with hospitalization documents in black and white of the physicians that they documented of their AIDS patients out here, their cancer patients out here, their leukemia patients out here, and showed them the results of his cure of herbs. He just gave them herbs and he made them go on a diet for 40 days and 40 nights like they say in the Bible. People don't know and he brought 70 witnesses and walked out. He's the first black indigenous man in the world to be a supreme New York City judicial court system. And what he was trying to tell him, he didn't give them chemicals.
And he wasn't
These were
American.
herbs, like
he
the
wasn't
marijuana
American.
right here.
Right, and he wasn't American.
And it goes back to the base plant of 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, and 6 protons, because it's electric foods that you got to be feeding your body.
Yeah.
And Nipsey Hussle knew about this and was pushing that documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace to the brother Nipsey Hussle out from Rolling 60s out there. down in Los Angeles, you know, and I don't know about Nick. I heard Nick Cannon was supposed to do that. Continue with the Dr. Sabi Legacy documentary, but you know, he backed up. He got scared.
And they was trying.
Russell was doing it first.
Yeah.
And then after Nipsey passed, Nick was supposed to take over.
Yeah, he tried to take over the cop on that.
They tried to redlining him so cold.
You still,
He's still trying, but they redlining him so cold. Right. You seen him start cutting his money off?
Oh yeah.
Immediately.
They
Shut up.
that wilding out down.
They told him
to shut the
fuck up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Depopulation and dehumanization of humiliation of the black man right here in North and South, worldwide, globally. We just gotta say the narrative of them embarrassing us. Yeah. You know,
and demasculating.
Emasculating us. We just talked about that.
That's the main thing.
LeBron's, what you said earlier today.
Yeah.
The LeBron got the picture with the pink skirt and the handbag.
That's
the tight ass shirt on.
They're going through a ritual too.
Right. They might be, but he already got his bread.
They got to show that they down.
That they ready
with the program, and they got to go through certain oaths. You know what I'm saying? In certain particular ways to show them that they down with the system.
And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Black people build their businesses up from the ground up, get it to a certain point, then sell it. If we stop selling our motherfucking businesses, we would have enough power to where they couldn't do that. To where, motherfucker, if Pepsi put this commercial with LeBron on there with a pink purse and a pink skirt on, nigga, I'm not putting no money into that. I'm not sponsoring. I'm not buying no ads with y'all, fucking with y'all, or y'all can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yep.
If we own our own businesses and our own corporations, they wouldn't be able to do us the way that they do. The reason that they do us the way they do is because
we allow it.
We don't allow it. Right. We don't have. We spend all our money with other businesses, but we don't build our own businesses. So they control the dollar. So they feel like we ain't important because we don't control our own dollar. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. As soon as we get a check, so we get our tax refund, we go into the Gucci store, Louis, Saint Laurent, and all that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, guess where white people going? To the motherfucking
to the bank,
to the real estate broker, buy some more property in that building. You feel me?
Offshore accounts, re-up.
Real shit.
I talked to Big Brother Ed about, you know, the legacy they held down, him and Mac and them out here on the totally insane projects. But a little bit about you now, Scoop, with the you know, you guys being legendary hip hop rap street artists out here coming about the streets.
I got one on.
You know, and if you could just share a little bit of you guys' beginning and history on how you and Band-Aid came together and first started the group. It was never legal first, right?
Yeah, the thing about it is.
Can you speak on that?
Yeah, see, RIP my nigga Big Ken. Big Skinny. First of all, let me say that.
He put me on and showed me how to push them things.
Let me say that first and foremost. RIP Big Skinny. You dig what I'm saying? We as kids, bro, like we was following Totally Insane.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? We all was hustling on Alberni and by Ad House. You dig what I'm saying? I hope my Auntie Cent don't hear this, but we was all hustling in front of Ad House. You dig what I'm saying? So that's just what it was, and we used to know how to rap. So me, my boy Kiki, Band-Aid, everybody, we was rapping. So we used to follow them everywhere. Right. Bro, I remember being in the studio when Andre Nicotina made that. I smoke chewy like a motherfucking nut. Bro, I'm at the studio.
Yeah.
I'm at the lab, bro. Yeah. When RBL making this a lesson to be learned.
What studio was that y'all was in?
Bro, at first we was at Bankroll. Right. Let me tell you how it all started. Bankroll is no longer no more, but let me tell you how it all started. That's Michael Washington.
Bankroll's in Lakeview.
Mike D.
Back to Mike D.
Mike D was putting out East Palo Alto rap.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Sick Insane Criminals. Totally Insane. You dig what I'm saying? Yep. So I used to follow Adam everywhere. This my big cousin. I'm following this. I'm on this. I'm everywhere he go. So they go into the studio. It was a studio called Lakeview Studios. I hadn't even got on the mic yet. I'm just hanging around. Yeah, it was in Lakeview. It was in Lakeview. It was Bankroll Studios. That's Selsky. That's how I met Selsky, Coognet, RP Coognet, the whole IMP. So we all mixing elbows back then. I'm like 12 or 13.
Young,
just trying to run with Ad. You dig? They in the studio making it happen, bro. And I'm watching it, and I'm watching these niggas go pick up checks from the music people.
You was at a ass wing then.
Period.
Watching the
Period.
do their thing.
Period.
So you didn't
I'm in the car
from perspective, because I'm out here listening to it, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm there.
Big fan of it out here in the
Bro.
town, but you was behind
Bro,
the scenes.
I'm in ad pocket. I'm in his pocket, bro. I'm right behind
crazy.
him. Wherever ad go, I'm going, bro. I used to see these niggas pick up checks from the music people.
Right.
Big checks. That's and I remember first starting it I'm gonna go back to it, but I remember first starting off, and I asked ad because I didn't never know. I'm like, bro, like it's internet and shit now. How did y'all get the people in Seattle to know who y'all is, my nigga? Because we going to Seattle with them, and everybody know they doing in stores and signing autographs and shit. Like, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they signing autographs way out somewhere else, and I remember asking like, bro, like y'all selling units, like CDs, actual CDs. You dig what I'm saying? Tapes and CDs, and they going to pick up a check for it from this dude named Walt.
Right.
Bruh.
You know the whole government.
Bruh, I'm telling you, bro. I used to
that
be.
Was motivating.
That was
just
motivation.
See that. I know.
Motivation.
Like,
then these niggas finally
that was
put
like
me.
Bapping sales.
That was like Bapping sales.
Bro. That's the way we looked at it,
bro.
Yeah.
Bapping CDs was like Bapping sales out here hustling on the corner with 20 niggas running up to one car. Everybody trying to Bapping sales.
That's it. But even before that though, I've been rapping though, right? I remember going to Willow Oaks, and these niggas, it was a group called King of Death.
I was just gonna say that.
Bro, these niggas was a group sickest though. Doc Louis used to do the beatbox.
Doc Louis.
It was Ed, Brucey B, Mac 10. It was everybody, the whole hood, right? They was like 9 deep. Bro, they used to walk to Willow.
Wu-Tang. Like Wu-Tang, nigga.
Bro,
They said, hey,
bro, they used to walk to Willow Oaks from Ravenswood
bro.
to come rap against me.
one person.
Bro, I'm younger than all these
Hold
niggas.
on. Do you know why though?
Come on, Scoop trying to steal the line.
This nigga was
Scoops.
This nigga was destroying
Was it that
everybody,
Scoop?
nigga.
We was rap. We didn't
This
have
nigga
no
was
beats.
destroying everybody.
Wasn't no
nigga.
beats. Wasn't no going to the studio getting beats. It was beatbox.
Yeah.
But Scoop was younger than y'all, bro.
Young,
Yeah,
bro, them niggas used to
exactly.
walk hella deep to the
Yes.
school, bro. Like, nigga, what's
Because everybody
that?
in the hood was saying, talk about it. Hey, it's a little nigga over there in Willow named Scoop. Nigga ain't no
Bruh.
job, nigga.
Right.
You're like, whoa.
Them niggas used to come and see me, bro. I used to have a little bitty motherfucker, bro. Used to be named Rami. Named Kenya. Rest in peace, Kenya. He just passed away too. He got his brother named Lee Majors. Lee Majors used to rap with Jackie and all the shit.
Yeah.
But that was right. They was living on cross street, or about 2 doors down from Ronnie Meacham.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, that's where they from. Don't nobody know him but
Lee
me.
Majors did tell me
I'm
that.
not sure, bro. I had lost contact with them, bro. But I was fucking with Lee Majors, but his brothers I had kind of lost contact with.
Right.
So I really don't know. And then I don't want to go in. You know what I mean? I didn't want to ask them and bring no pain up. Like, it's real recent. Like, you dig what I'm saying? But like, shout out to them, RIP to them, and yeah, man. But yeah, that was crazy though. But yeah, his little brother used to beatbox for us. They used to come up there. I used to have him little.
So all 9 of them, bro. The whole Wu-Tang clan used to come up there just for.
Bro, it was serious. It was serious.
This nigga was Thanos,
That's how you
nigga.
know Scoop had skills.
That nigga was
serious.
Thanos,
Seeing
nigga.
what you were seeing out
It
here
was serious.
as a young
It was
nigga
serious.
compared to
Hey.
those knockers going through the motion.
This nigga was
like,
Thanos. It took the whole Avengers to fight this nigga.
that's crazy,
Bro, they used to come get on me. It was like, I was like, well, fuck it, let's do it. And then eventually,
I gotta add that on to the 2.5 square mile.
Hell yeah.
Cinema, man.
hell yeah. And then
That's real.
eventually I started.
I ain't never seen no hip hop, no rap, no video, no Menace Society, no hood. What's that? Boys in the Hood.
Right.
I ain't seen no paid in full.
Bro, that was that was the
Never
mood.
seen no scene like that.
That's how we was doing back in the days, bro.
A little nigga.
That's what I'm
A
saying.
little nigga.
Hey, motherfuckers back then, motherfuckers used to be crowded. It used to be like a fight. When everybody crowd around, it used to be like a fight. Niggas back then, motherfuckers used to have beatbox contests and shit.
All the time.
shit.
Bro, Doc Louis was the king.
Oh yeah.
Was that before? Was that before the breakdancing era or after the breakdancing era?
It was right at the end of it.
Yeah,
Right at the end of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right at
like
the end of it.
88, 87, 88,
Yeah.
89.
Yeah, that was right after like damn near in the 90s and shit. Like, you feel me?
Breakdancing too?
I used to dance all the shit.
Yeah.
I used to do all the shit. Every aspect of hip hop, bro.
Everybody was. I'm pretty sure everybody. But I just had to ask that question, 'cause, you know.
And you got to think
Don't know
though.
nothing about the hip hop era.
What I was finna say, like,
got it.
I was just finna bring that up. I was just finna bring that
Pick it
up.
up, bro. This is
So-
2.5.
when we was rapping and shit, like only the West Coast did gangster shit. And then the people in New York, the New York niggas were like, and East Coast really didn't believe it. They was like, nigga, you niggas lying, cuz. Real shit.
Yeah.
Most of hip hop was on that Black Power movement. We used to wear the African medallions and shit.
Chuck D, the
You know what I'm saying?
Henry.
That was the movement. X-Clan.
X-Clan.
You did? X-Clan was my shit.
Oh yeah, that was
X-Clan was my shit.
Hell yeah.
So that it was Moni Love, it was the Queen Latifah's, and that was the female rap back then. It wasn't no. That Lil Kim would have been a shock value back then. Yeah. It was that type of vibe back then. You dig what I'm saying? But on the West Coast, we had NWA and Eazy-E.
Yeah.
So it was more of like we rocking out.
Right.
You dig?
Yeah.
Plus out here,
Too Short.
Plus we had Too Short. We had 415.
Yeah, ooh.
You dig what I'm saying? We had shit like that. Dangerous Dame and them. You dig what I'm saying? Bad Influence Clique. We had shit like that. So we was listening. In the West Coast, it was some other shit. We was on that other shit. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, so we was on that. You dig what I'm saying? So we kind of just, you know what I'm saying, linked on into it. It was different.
You separated it quite well, and that's exactly what the nature was. And the East Coast was all really hip hop.
It was hip hop, right? It was all hip hop.
Straight grimy, gritty, slimy, slime ball ass, gangster shit right here, man.
Right.
You know, I can say, yeah, we did hold that torch.
And remember on the movie Straight Outta Compton, he was I forgot who Eazy was talking to. When he first asked him, Eazy didn't say his gangster rap, we call it reality rap.
Yeah, he did. He said reality rap.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it was. What Scoot saying, that's what it was.
Yeah.
They put the label gangster rap on.
Right.
But
motherfuckers is really out here rapping their life. Like you said, we growing up, we see Mike D coming past.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Real.
That's
reality.
In a Benz?
Yeah.
In the
On Candy?
Yeah.
Like, come on,
that's
bro.
What motivated me, right?
Like
and this nigga ain't that much older than us.
Right. Like, we seen that shit. Like, so.
On some Felix Mitchell shit, though.
Our role models was different. Our role models wasn't playing hoop.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know?
They wasn't playing football and shit.
Did you know when Felix Mitchell died, Lil D and them sent limos down to pick Mike D and them up? Was you out there that night?
I was in jail.
I feel good. I feel even better now.
4 white limos came down Westminster, picked Mike Tramiel.
And they all came to Mike's funeral. They all came to Mike's funeral. That shit was in the paper.
They all came to Mike's funeral.
It was in the newspaper. They had helicopters out taking pictures and shit. I was in jail for that.
Yeah. You said you got some footage of that, don't you?
Of what?
Mike D funeral.
No, I said on my Instagram, 2.5 square miles. I got that the article.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? All the Royal Royces.
Right.
To the burial site. That's what I'm saying. That was Felix Mitchell on the tank.
That was yeah.
Like I was telling, we kicked it off in CYA over Mike D over some Oakland cats speaking upon that, and we kicked it off in the kitchen. Right?
That's one thing about
Dino and all of Donnie Every. Everybody was up in there with us. You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing about Palo Alto.
Me, but I had. Off of these Palo Alto,
that's one thing about Palo Alto.
Exactly how it is, bro. Small town cemetery.
Niggas gonna come. I don't care how much fun. Yeah, we gonna ride.
Palo Alto, we roll
Hell yeah. Same in the pen. Any from Palo Alto, all that other shit dead it.
Yeah, real shit.
All that other shit dead it. We together.
But that's another thing. You brought that up right now. Okay, so in the pen, it's a different code. In there, all those black brothers, we get together.
Right.
We ride.
Right.
You know, if you smoke this partner and he smoke that partner, you still riding in the pen.
These Oakland niggas ain't finna jump you, or this Frisco nigga ain't finna jump you.
Why is it when we get released from being incarcerated that we go back to the same morality and normality of living against each other?
It's cause of that. It's cause of that. Like I said earlier, bro. Like once blood spill, bro.
It's hard to pull that
back.
It's
hard to tell. Like I'm gonna be cool with it. Oh, okay, fuck it. Let's stop all the bullshit. It's easy for me to say that, but can I say that to a motherfucker that lost their brother?
Exactly. This is great.
You know what I'm saying? Or a motherfucker that lost their. It's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard, bro.
It's hard.
It's hard. And can you trust it? Can you trust me? If you knock down my brother and now we all say, okay, shit, cool, you still gonna be looking at me like, hell no, nigga. I'm watching that nigga.
That's what I'm saying when it comes to the spirit, the mind, and the soul. If you really depend on, your ancestral spirits to awaken you, it is hard. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Right.
A lot of young cats on my head for like, why you over there talking to whoop-de-whoop?
Right.
Things to be said. But
Right.
That's the shit we all go through that shit.
Yeah, hell
but
yeah.
That's the whole reason of us being here on this 2.5 square mile podcast to show them, in realization, we can move forward. if the communication is right and the pureness of the heart got to be right. We're not with that fuckery shit. We're really talking about longevity of our futuristic timeline of being out here from these streets to growth, to blossoming into something that we never had before in our life, and that's called matureness.
Hell yeah.
Owning, CEOing it. You know, bringing back our Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street that was tore down back then. You know what I'm saying? Like
it burnt down shit.
Like we gotta look past all this. Like we say it's a program, but really it's it's called addiction to living that lifestyle. I call it being addicted.
It's like
that
too.
You addicted to sugar.
It's that too.
You addicted to ignoring.
You just
avoiding, rejecting.
I think you just be comfortable with
what we should be doing.
I think you just be comfortable with what you know.
Yeah.
You living in your comfortability, and
that's another way of saying you're still ignoring
you're right. And this is a question that I always want to ask a motherfucker, bro. Cause look, now we woke.
Right.
Now what?
True.
All we got. That's the whole reason why we got this 2.5 square miles. This is a great example right here
of now what?
Of Supreme.
Right.
We're just gonna keep pushing the word. That's all we can do from right now until our pockets get. When my pockets get up, trust me, everybody gonna go.
That's my same sentiment.
That's
what my
people
same
might
sentiment.
not feel the same. That's how I feel about it. I don't care who's broke. I don't care who's half broke or who ain't got it or who do got it. With me, it's different. I rock different. I'm just a different type of ancestral spirit warrior out here.
Right.
Really trying to unite the tribes because I see it for what it is. The United States got a Navy and the Army. They got our kids fucking suiting up and booting up and shooting for more land for them and nothing for us. And this is our indigenous, aboriginal, native lands out here. That's what me and Ed were talking about earlier. Like, how far can you go by not knowing that this is your forefathers' inheritance land right here, and you paying? That's why we claim these blocks, these streets, and these projects so much because you know why? Our spirit is connected with the ground.
You know what the fuck
that our ancestral that they slaughtered our ancestors on was connected with the area, bro.
You know what's fucked up, bro?
Frequencies, vibrations.
You know what's a fucked up analogy though that I be thinking about too? Like niggas then went to prison and died.
Oh man.
Still in prison, still dying over some motherfucking streets that we can't even afford to buy nothing on.
True.
That's the whole reason why we.
You dig what I'm saying?
Jay-Z.
True.
Like I could claim my whole side of that city, bro. I could claim my whole side, bro, but I can't afford to buy nothing over there right now, bro.
True.
Bro, I got niggas that's dead, bro. In jail, bro, and they never coming home. Some niggas won't come home until they old as fuck.
25, not even
on the count of some shit that we can't even fucking afford, bro. Nothing over there, bro. Not to buy. Barely the fucking rent.
True.
But a nigga can't afford. I can't afford nothing over there, bro. That's embarrassing as fuck. When you invest that much of your life and invest that much of your spirit and your soul on something, you feel me? And then you come to fucking realize all this many years later that, bro, this niggas got this shit tattooed on them and all the shit.
Yeah.
I can't buy shit over there.
Yeah. We lived at a time when that shit wasn't worth shit.
That goes back to saying when
them houses wasn't worth nothing.
They don't educate us on making money, on banks, on investing in shit because what they want us to keep us on that lower level, at the bottom of the pyramid, to where we just programmed to live at a lesser rate of an income.
Much money as it is over here, it ain't nowhere in the world somebody should have been able to buy this C Street store.
True.
Unless they was a C Street nigga. Yep. Ain't no way in the world somebody shouldn't have been able to buy that whole block where Blakely's and all that shit at.
True.
That ain't from Midtown.
Over the ramp.
Somebody can't buy that whole. Ain't no way in hell ain't nobody was supposed to tell us to buy that shit. But we supposed to own that shit, bro.
True that.
So we can have the barber shops and the liquor stores and shit like that, bro, in there, bro.
Talking about that?
Nobody told us that, bro.
Like them down south niggas do.
Like the down south
niggas gonna holler at Crystals, how much you owe, what you owe.
And buy the whole fucking corner.
$5,000, he gonna find you.
How we don't own the whole corner when you know a motherfucker, you got an auntie or you know somebody that cook. You know somebody that cut hair. You know somebody that could run that fucking store, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody told us to buy that shit, bro. We didn't even know it was for sale.
Yeah.
Cause we ain't the type of niggas that they alert when it's for sale.
Like I say, them down south niggas will pay the bill for the restaurant, keep the restaurant popping, and protect the restaurant. Nigga, this family shit.
It would be way more protected if we owned it. A motherfucker wouldn't be able to come through here and do no fuck shit.
Right. Niggas would know better.
Come on, bro, line them on that, bro.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't be able to come through here and do no fuck shit. Yeah. Because the motherfucking leaders of the community, bro, we have been already tapped in. We know what we need to do. Yep. But like I said, we didn't know that motherfucker was for sale. When the people from Oakwood, John, old school John and them, when they died or whatever or moved away, did we ever find out that Oakwood was for sale? No. The Armenians just moved right on in and bought it.
Yeah. Walked in one day, it was a whole new cast.
It was a whole new cast of characters in there. What you mean?
Yeah.
Because we ain't in that circle. They don't consider, you know what I'm talking about, here.
Price is still on this side right here, right? He leasing this out.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So these guys, because I talked to
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say something that I ain't sure of. I don't know.
I think he's still leasing it out.
Maybe.
That would be dope.
Because I asked him about the barbershop. He's like, nah, I need that for storage. So I was like,
okay.
I think he's leasing this area out and he's not giving that price.
He's smart. He holding on to it.
He's smart.
He still own this.
Yeah.
Do Mickey still own this shit up here?
Nah, that shit been gone, man.
Oh, is that right?
He lost that because I know that for sure. He was married to my auntie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So nah, he lost that, and then somehow back taxes came, and then the city took over it, bro. When it was Mickey Plaza.
Right.
It burnt down.
Right.
So and then when Joyce and her moved out of here, remember seeing Crystal? Yeah, you know, but Ad made a good point about us becoming CEOs and then selling our shit. You spoke about that earlier in the interview about an hour ago.
FUBU.
BET.
Nigga, how you sell BET?
That's what I'm saying. But you made a good analogy and a good point of
TCB.
Oh yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Remember the Afro sheen and shit?
Yeah.
All that shit, nigga.
Johnson & Johnson.
All that shit. Sold.
Crazy.
Johnson & Johnson.
Sold.
And he was just talking about how Gucci and Louis Vuitton still own they shit.
200 years.
He was talking about
No, they don't. They don't.
Oh, they don't.
It's a
it's passed on.
It's passed on. It's a corporation that owns it's like cigarette, like soda pop. How Coca-Cola, if you got a soda pop, they'll come buy your shit out.
Gotcha.
That's how it's like a investment group that own like 7 or 8 of them brands.
Okay, scoop and clarify.
That's why when they were saying, remember Gucci came up with something that looked like a noose or a doll that looked like a noose, and everybody was like, oh shit, I ain't wearing Gucci no more. Well, you can't just say fuck Gucci. You got to say fuck Louis too.
Right.
You got to say fuck Louis.
That was after the Tommy Hilfiger situation,
right?
European dude.
Right. See, so it's like they own a lot of that shit. And let's go back to what Ad was saying.
I got a Gucci on, but this ain't.
It go back to what Ad was saying.
Why you put me on the spot?
We gonna go buy their shit because we come from somewhere where that's a status symbol. These white people gonna go buy them Gucci. Them white people gonna go buy them Gucci pants and that Gucci purse because the fabric feels nice. Right. Because it's gonna last for this long. Because it's not because you dig. They buying True Religion came in and went out soon as Amiri jeans came out.
Went by fast.
It came in and went out. But guess what? White people still buy Guess jeans, so Guess jeans is able to keep a fucking store open in every mall.
That's real shit.
You dig what I'm saying? True Religion is able to keep a store open because fuck a hip hop community. They selling to the motherfuckers who coming to buy that shit because the fabric on the True Religion jeans feels like this, or because the color of them matches the color of this. It ain't cause of the latest rapper said, bro. When I was young, Sibo had me drinking orange juice with OE.
So what you're saying is because of the fabric, the greatness of the fabric.
Fabric, you know, it's the way it's
one group of people choose to wear that.
Right. But for the hip hop community, we gonna go wear whatever the next rapper say. Like I said, when I was younger, Sibo said he mixed orange juice with his OE. Guess what we was doing?
Mixing.
We mixed the orange juice with the OE. Niggas don't even drink OE no more. We was drinking OE because NWNA and then was drinking 40s.
Real shit. St. Ives and shit.
Bro, they was drinking. Bro, they was drinking 40s. So we was drinking 40s.
I remember Mac Dre said Thunderbird and grape Kool-Aid.
And niggas was getting niggas was on Mad Dog.
40 said Carlos Rossi.
Bro, it be whatever. Niggas never knew what Carlos Rossi was, but
never in life before that.
Everybody started drinking as soon as the rapper said it, Bel Air. Rick Ross drink Bel Air, niggas getting Bel Air. Let me get some of that rose. You dig what I'm saying? Like
so pretty much it was like a cultural thing with a certain type of nationality that was following their own nationality of a swag status.
Right. It's like a trophy. It's like a trophy. If I could show up to Cascade, nigga, with a goose
down? Yeah. With a triple goose on with the fur?
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm king for the night.
With some Trophy Nikes?
God.
Nigga, I'm killing shit tonight.
Bro, with a goose with the fur, you the guy. You are the guy.
Nigga, you can have some OGs and old t-shirt on under that. But just that goose and them
Nikes?
Yeah. You coming up out of there with something.
Like D pulling up with the candy and
oh my God.
Everybody's right behind it like
that's like a Grammy.
It's like a Grammy, bro. It's like a fucking
that nigga drive up in the Academy Award, nigga.
That's crazy, bro.
I mean that's what it is.
Would you say that the marketing and the promotion behind it also keeps the establishment thriving?
Gucci and all that.
The money that they put into it.
You talking about the Gucci and shit?
Yeah.
They don't
corporation compared to us little guys.
Oh yeah,
like
definitely.
Blackbird,
definitely.
5 square miles.
Oh, definitely. I learned that, like, and that's even like when you doing music, like with the radio shit, like that shit fake as fuck.
Yeah.
Like the radio is fake as shit. Like there's
so
no.
So you do agree that the money machine behind these big time rappers is they're getting funded by the machine.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. If you want your song to go platinum, I'm just talking about a single.
Right. One single meaning
one song. If you want that, if you trying to give that shit the push, like you hear 2 Chainz or somebody like that or YG, you need $100,000 at minimum, bro. Minimum
at least. Y'all hear Scoot Out
for the proper push. It's bigger than Facebook, TikTok, and all that shit. Now, don't get me wrong. You can go hit on TikTok one time and be on.
Play, right?
I'm talking about just for radio play, bro. For your one song, bro. Not your album.
6 figures, bro.
Ain't no telling. It ain't really no guarantee that song gonna be that one.
And it ain't no guarantees. That means you're risking it. You're taking a chance on spending that 6 figures.
It ain't no guarantee. Ain't no guarantee, bro.
That's game.
So what? But luckily in the Bay Area, we learn the independent shit. So we do everything ourselves.
Speak on
you
that,
dig what I'm saying? So now,
in the Bay.
let me tell you the difference between being the independent shit. Like if you got a big budget behind you, for one, you owe that. Mm-hmm. So whatever they give you, you owe. They buy your mama a cheeseburger, they pay for the video, the bitches in the video, the nice cars, the house in the video, you owe that. So get your publishing, but they gonna probably want some of that if they give you some money up front anyway.
Definitely.
So you ain't finna get all that.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, bro, it's shifty.
Right.
It's shifty. But the thing about the reason why people go be independent, why it works well for the Bay Area to go independent, because say you got a record, your owner signed a Jive Records or something. You got to do what Jive tell you to do. You get pit out. They got to review your album, make sure they got some shit on there that they can push. They gonna send it back, all the shit. Plus you owe the money. Now they gonna put the push behind you. If you make it, you make it. You probably gonna get like $1 off an album, if that. Now when I make,
they strategically got it set up and formulated.
Yeah.
Formulated.
It's a 360. You gonna get a 360 deal to where you gonna get fucked. But with your own shit.
Yeah.
So now.
Hold on. So Scoot saying you're saying 360 deals is fuckery?
It's fuckery.
Okay.
But now, I'm gonna tell you though. But some people do it because it's like shit. I ain't really got no money.
What'd you say?
Almost that too, but it'd be like shit. I ain't got no money or a machine behind me. Now you can fuck me for 2 years.
Here we go.
Give me some money. Fuck me for 2 years.
Yep.
Straight though.
But that 3rd year, when you can't fuck me no more, now you didn't give me my. You know how remember when you had to push start something and pop the clutch? You was pushing for them 2. You got me. You pushing me for them 2. Now when I pop the clutch, bam! Now I'm on my own.
Nigga.
You dig what I'm saying? Now I'm good. So yeah, that 360.
Hold on, blood.
I got the 360 deal. You might have fucked me. You eating off all the shit, and you gonna eat now because you own all the shit that I did before that, and now my new shit gonna make that shit sell. So you gonna eat still, but you know, some people just say fuck it.
So are you saying it's a win-win situation too, though?
And with a 360, they getting paid off every.
But you're also using and abusing them for the promoting and marketing.
That's what you better be doing. That's what you gotta do.
They getting paid for everything you do.
They get paid for everything you do, though.
I say that's a win.
They get paid for everything you do.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you know what?
No, I'm gonna tell you, it's
saying?
only not a win. It's only a win for them if you bubble.
But you see, when you go independent, right after the machine leaves you,
It's
you're no longer
right.
your popularity. Is
Right.
gone
Let me
because
tell
you're
you
no
about the
longer
fucking
in these
though.
elite power network
Right,
that they
right,
own, bro.
right. And that's what I mean by the machine. Now, when you got that machine, Jive Records can go to nine.
got the 7
They can go to
continents.
the whole southern seaboard, every hip hop radio station on the southern seaboard.
Yes.
And be like, here, play this record. I need this 2 times a day. I need a commercial play for this and this. We gonna pay you for these commercials, this for this. Now, when you independent, you ain't got no blanket. You got to go to each fucking station and hope they let you in.
That's the footwork.
You gotta
Each
campaign your
station
shit, yeah.
and hope they let you in.
Real shit.
You know how much money that costs?
Yes.
You know how much money that costs?
Yes.
And it ain't no guarantee, bro. One thing.
And it ain't the $100,000 you were talking about just for that one single play.
Nah, that ain't got nothing to do with it. That's some separate money. That's some separate hustling you got. One thing I'm gonna say, the one thing me and Band-Aid was fortunate about early on in our career, what we was fortunate about is like being so young and shit, and we were still professional. We were still approaching everything in a professional manner, and that's the reason why me and Band-Aid could go to any set, any city, and they fuck with us.
Did you and Band-Aid know about publishing and copyrights when you guys first started?
No.
So how'd you guys?
No, we didn't know nothing about that.
This is getting interesting, y'all. So when did you guys? Because Ad was talking about that earlier. We're gonna ask you that same question. So when did you get hit, and when did you start knowing, like, getting educated on publishing and company?
I'm gonna tell you,
what time in your rap career did you find out, bro? Because a lot of people was getting fucked. You know, I want to see where everybody was at back then.
So I'm gonna tell you,
fans want to know.
It was after I get my Grown Man on.
It was after that.
Yep. And that's my biggest single to date. Besides, well, your bitch is right now.
The Grown Man single was huge.
Grown Man did a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But the good thing about publishing is it went back. It backtracked your shit because nobody's.
What do you mean by that?
So nobody claimed my publishing.
Right.
There was never a record company or nothing, so there was nothing that we had to go back to and ask, hey, can we get our publishing? No, not at all. We never signed to nobody.
Clarifying it right
We signed a distribution deal with Warner Brothers when we first came out.
That's huge. I remember seeing y'all. Yeah. Y'all had the Warner Brothers thing going on 44.
Yeah,
Warner Brothers channel on Live Network.
Right. We did our thing.
I remember seeing that.
But we after that we learned about. I think it was during when we did that commercial for CW. And
CW, that's what it was.
They was talking about it because they wanted our publishing for that.
Talk about that a little bit.
They wanted our publishing.
That was
so when
huge.
Y'all
motivated everybody. We seen that on TV. We was like, oh God.
That was it. That was huge. Shout out to my homegirl Robin. She was the best. She was a good manager.
Who was she?
Her name is Robin Herman. She from Frisco, but she know her shit, and she a mean motherfucker. She hella mean. Yeah, she was our manager then, bro. She got us on hella shit, bro. We was at.
Now, you talking about management? You talking about relationship?
I'm talking about management.
Okay.
I'm talking about management. Yeah, we don't do the mixed with the two.
Keep going.
We talking about straight up management, but she had us in a good position, but she was putting us up on this publishing and basically told us what it was. So we signed up for BMI. You know what I'm saying? And I implore anybody that's.
Who is BMI?
BMI is a publishing company that's other. But it's a lot of publishing companies. It's BMI, it's ASCAP, it's
yeah, I see.
It's BMI, it's ASCAP. You can go Sound Exchange.
Now that's a publishing company, correct?
Right. All those are publishing companies. Now when you make music, you got to understand, you own 100% of your music, you get 2 checks. You get 2 royalty checks. You get one for writing the music, and you get one for actually saying the words on the music. Okay. So you get 2 checks, 2 identical checks in that envelope. I get a check for writing the song, and I get a check for rapping it.
Now that's separate, right?
That's separate. Me and Band-Aid don't split that check. They send him a check. They send, he got his own publishing company. I got my own publishing company.
You guys got separate checks.
Right. And you dig what I'm saying? Because we are separate publishing companies.
Right.
I don't write his raps. He don't write my raps. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So he get his checks. I get my checks. We are on. He is, I think, D Gardner or some shit like that, and I'm Little Big Head Boy Productions. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of studios won't, and I learned this when I started going to the studio in LA. When you get done with a track,
right,
they got a sheet. That engineer got it's called a credit sheet.
What is that?
A credit sheet. He passed that credit sheet around. So everybody that said anything or did anything on that song,
so that's
you gonna get your money immediately. Oh, bro, that need to get filed. That need to get filed immediately. And I'm gonna tell you why I need to get filed, because the song that you like ain't gonna be the song that go.
Why would now? Okay.
The song you like.
Why would you put it in that phrase?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because mostly, let me tell you. For instance, we wasn't gonna put Grown Man out.
Right.
And like I said, that was one of our biggest songs to date. We made it on Band-Aid birthday. We was drunk, and that nigga was like, "Bro, this shit hella corny."
That was on Band-Aid's birthday.
It was on Band-Aid birthday.
Damn.
We was hella drunk, fucking with Tracks at Tracks a Million.
Rest in peace.
Right, fucking with Tracks a Million in San Ho. And Band-Aid was like, "Bro, this shit hella corny, bro. We ain't putting this out for our first shit, bro. This shit hella corny." We had did a song with Keep the Sneak, and that was rotating on the radio already. Right. So we put together a package of like 4 songs, and we had to go take it to Rick Lee. Rick Lee had
from
106 KMEL. So and that's the thing, like the DJ is key. Right. The DJ is key. Rick Lee, he on 106.1 KMEL, but he's a part of a DJ crew called the SBC DJs with damn near 50, 60 DJs.
Locked in.
So just because you ain't on the radio, right, these DJs is playing parties and clubs and shit throughout the Northern California, Southern California. When I mean the DJ is the key, a feature on your song ain't the key. Going to get this nigga to come rap on your shit, that ain't the key. You need to rub elbows with the DJs.
There y'all go.
You understand me? My boys will tell you, I don't like going to the club. I'm not a club person. I'm shorter than 75% of the population. I don't like going to the club. I don't like niggas towering over me and none of that shit, bro. I hate that shit, right? But we had to go to the club because we had to do damn near 4 clubs a night. You know why? Because we're not going in there to bust a bitch. We're not going in there to have a drink. We're going in there, we have to go see that DJ, slide him this single and $50, $60. Bro, play this in between that new Jay-Z shit and what's the name? Let me see what they do. You dig what I'm saying?
There y'all go.
Soon as he do it and I see the motherfuckers grooving or not grooving to the song, I'm out. We gotta go to the next club and do the same thing. Here, bro, slide this in between Keep the Sneak and
So
okay.
Basically just filling out the crowd.
You have to.
Singles.
You have to. Because like I said, that's
a great strategy.
We wasn't gonna put Grown Man out. We gave Rick Lee 4 songs on the CD. We had another song that we.
Did he have a particular favorite of y'all?
Yeah, the Grown Man.
Grown Man, okay.
Well, we bought a song from Tracks a Million called All Day, man. Bought that beat from him, and he gave us the Grown Man beat.
Damn.
Well, hold on.
God damn.
Okay, so he gave that shit for free on the side.
For free, because he was like, shit.
But y'all was feeling the other beat.
Yeah, we bought that beat. He gave us that beat and was like, shit. I done had this for like, he had it for like 4 years. He was like, I had it for 4 years.
Damn, before you came.
Bro,
God damn.
He didn't like the beat. He thought it was trash.
That's crazy.
He thought the beat was trash.
You would have came up with it.
Hey, he thought the beat was trash.
That's crazy.
So we got on the beat. Band-Aid was like, shit, fuck that. We ain't going with that for the first song for sure. I'm like, all right, we just put, so we thinking for sure they gonna pick the song that we paid for. Cause that shit go, that to us.
Yo.
We put 4 songs on that bitch. We took it as soon as he put that two what's the names on that song. He's like, oh no, I'm picking this one. We like, nah, bro, cause we like this one right here, bro.
Wait, who said they picking that one?
Rick Lee. Okay. That night it was on the radio.
Damn.
That night it was on the radio. You dig what I'm saying? And we was like, oh well, shit, that's where we going. That's what we doing.
That's crazy.
Remember, I didn't like the news.
You didn't like the news.
I don't like the news.
I saw the
What
news.
did you like about the news though?
It just.
Damn, man, that shit
didn't really, bro. It didn't. It
but
wasn't.
I know everybody has their favorable, you know what I'm saying? And what really soothes them and what don't. So I know where you coming from, Scoop.
Bro, I did a solo song on that album, all the shit. Everybody be like, bro, the news.
Where you feeling that, bro?
I wasn't feeling the
That's
news,
one of our
bro.
biggest songs
That's one of
to
the
this
biggest
day.
ones, bro. I just wasn't feeling it, bro. We got another song called Bullshit. Bro, I hated that song, bro.
I remember that.
I hate
too,
that
yeah.
song, bro. I don't like that song, and I don't like We got another song called Them two
like
songs,
Them all hits.
bro. In the show,
I like
bro. Both of them songs in the show go crazy.
Go crazy.
Bro, go crazy. I just don't like them songs, and that's what I'm like.
You know it go crazy in the show. Why can you not like that?
One thing about it,
people go crazy.
One thing about it, me and Band-Aid a
Come on,
group.
Scoop.
We're a group, right? Same with Tony and Sang. When I was in Tony and Sang. So if me and you a group, right? We got different tastes. We hearing different shit on the song. So if you like the beat, if you feeling it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna get down on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I might not like it, but something about I trust you enough that it's something about this motherfucker that you hear.
Right.
I don't hear it yet. You dig what I'm saying? But it's something that you hear. So I'm finna get this motherfucker my everything. Don't just cause I don't like it
That's
don't mean
intuition looking at it
So-
that way.
I understand what he's. I understand what he's
exactly
saying
what he mean, bro.
because the news is my idea,
Yeah.
and I just brought it to the table like, hey, I got an idea for this,
Yeah.
and he like, well, fuck it. You know.
I don't like, but let's do it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put
I
my all.
understand.
I'm gonna put my all into it because
It's clear to me now.
a lot of the music that I hear today that's
And we
hits,
all make
platinum.
mistakes.
And you never know.
Right.
We're not all perfect.
You
No.
never know what's gonna hit.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, we
Never
pass
know.
up a good record. Sometimes we don't. And one individual see the greatness in it. One individual
Don't.
until later on down the line.
Bro, I've learned.
You know, the
I've
perfection
learned.
comes with growth.
I can't call nobody weak.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
It's all learning.
Bro, the most successful rapper in the Bay Area is MC Hammer.
Absolutely.
Let me sit
10
that. I'm
platinum
gonna sit that right there.
dynasty records.
I'm gonna sit that right there.
Real shit.
It ain't a nigga in the Bay Area that
shit.
think they can't rap better than Hammer.
Real shit.
You dig what I'm saying?
Real shit.
Hell yeah.
Legend in the Bay
But
Area at that, bro.
he wasn't just all out, all he
Super
ain't pop.
lyricist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't riding around bumping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't got, but that goes to show that even if he ain't the best rapper, he the most successful. It's business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about your business, bro. If your business tight and you got your business on straight,
You got a good management.
you got a good management
And they got
behind you.
Promotion.
And they had a great team
He
around.
had a
him.
great team, bro.
Yeah.
He had a great team, bro.
And they did it fast.
Yeah.
That nigga blew up quick.
had
1,
a
2,
great
3
team.
years. He was
Yeah,
wow.
a lot of people teased him about, his dancing and all that.
And he stayed with it.
High flare pants, but
Yeah.
he
Stayed
yucked
with it.
up and came from the shoulders, man. He tear that
Yep,
ass up.
yep.
We all know
That's
that
the
for
thing.
a
He
fact.
throw
You know what I'm
hands.
talking about?
He throw hands.
He throw hands.
Really an
Then
Oakland
he
nigga.
He got signed with Death Row. Suge Knight did pick him up later on.
Yep,
When
yep.
He first,
Yeah.
the new beginning
Yep.
of Death Row.
Yep.
Records when
He was
came
doing
out, bro.
he was doing a management deal with Suge. Like
Let me ask y'all a question. Okay, this is for a fact, and it's out there. Suge Knight from Death Row Records. Irv Gotti from Murder Inc. J. Prince Sr. from Rap-A-Lot Records. Y'all see where I'm going with this?
Right.
And who was the other one? And Dame Dash from Rockefeller Records came together to strategize and build their own distribution deal company. Y'all heard about that?
I remember when they was trying to do that.
yeah.
God, do you imagine?
I don't understand
You
how that got
know
busted
the
apart.
boundaries we're setting for ourselves.
They did.
If they would have accomplished that, but then they're saying that supposedly Jay-Z went to the higher ups and said, they about to come out with this. Next thing you know, the feds came kicking in. That's when they came down
Kicking
hard
everybody
on Suge.
down.
They came hard on Rap-A-Lot. Jay Prince talked about it. They came down hard. They tried to kill him.
Irv Gotti in there.
went
They
out of
feds
commission.
came.
It wasn't because of 50 Cent. Nah, it was because this black and this
Shit, Bill Cosby, Bill Cosby was about to buy NBC.
NBC, we just talked about that earlier.
Shit.
And we see the narrative of them depopulating us
Yeah.
on our capitalism.
He was about to
when we're
buy
on our way
NBC.
to the top. If we got a plan in the hustle and we headed uphill, up the Capitol Hill to take over the motherfucker, it always seems that they keep pushing us back down with some narrative of some weirdo shit or some bankruptcy shit or some rape shit. We talk
Yeah.
about
Like
everybody. Kobe, we talked about the whole nine. So how do you feel about that, about them not accomplishing that goal? And if they did, what it would have been today if they would have secured that first black distribution record company deal as they gave what's the name today? Empire
Yeah, right.
Records. Get
Ghazi
Gazi.
from Palo Alto.
Yeah, shout out to guys from Empire Records.
Yeah. Ghazi,
What do you think the impact would have been
that's
on
my
that
guy
if they
too.
would've- If they would have achieved that
The same thing.
accomplishment?
The same impact is it goes back to what we were saying earlier about like if motherfuckers just start coming together, bro, they can't squeeze them out.
That's what they was trying to do too.
If motherfuckers really got behind them, bro, because I don't, that Illuminati shit is real.
It is real.
You dig what I'm saying?
Today, the
Definitely.
Rockefellers, the Trilateral Commission, y'all don't know that.
That
The
shit is
Walsbergs,
real, bro.
The Bilderbergs,
Definitely.
the Coolios.
Anything that happens, it has to be allowed to happen. They gotta allow it to happen, bro.
And they
Especially
sit
when
on
it got
top of,
something to do
you
with entertainment. You feel me? You didn't heard about them backroom them parties and you having to go to the back room and shit. And
It's reality.
it's reality.
You know, it's a lot of people think it's conspiracy, but we passed the conspiracy
passed that.
now in 2023.
We
know
passed
it's real
that.
because they've been talking about this shit since back in the
Yeah, we passed that.
It's in your face now.
We
It's
passed
been
that.
in your face.
They ain't
We talked
hiding
about
now.
that. Kanye West, he had one foot in, one foot out, bro.
Yeah, we passed
You
that.
know,
And then
they'll give you a little
soon as you
game.
get tired of it and
Yeah.
feel like you finna just get up out of there, that's
Oh,
when they come
God.
striking.
You know the motherfuckers that ran up on the remember the group of motherfuckers ran up on the embassy or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
what building was that?
The Capitol building.
The Capitol building.
Capitol building. Do you know the motherfuckers is getting out of jail already?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
yeah.
They said back in Abraham Lincoln days they would have got shot.
Now you ain't seen no.
They would've got lined up
folks
in-
anywhere in that.
Because they would
goddamn crowd.
That's treason.
they would have came to shoot.
'Cause that's treason.
They wouldn't have came to talk.
Yeah.
That protest would have came. It would have been bullets flying at. Now they rioted.
I think that
for
was
my.
premeditated.
They rioted. They
You know what I'm
rioted.
saying?
And they just had rioting
If they
in
was
St.
anywhere,
Louis.
we would've been
They just had
lynched.
rioting in Minnesota.
Shot
They were
down.
shooting them motherfuckers down.
Yeah. Shit, damn
They
goddamn
actually
right.
went into the corridors of the
Bro,
Capitol.
they were
Goddamn
shooting, bruh. Come on, bro.
Everybody you saying premeditated? Yes, Donald Trump did plan that.
They sat.
I
They.
told y'all,
Hey,
man, this
y'all
constitutional
motherfuckers-
rights, our amendments don't work for us. It's all set up.
If these
to
mother-
win.
Donald Trump said, if these motherfuckers don't give me what I want at 11 a.m. at whoop whoop whoop, y'all running that motherfucker.
Now they running around New York right now trying to put on every police they can on the corner because they think that he finna start some shit again.
Oh, he about to. It's
And the
coming.
this police system ain't nothing but a masonry set up deputies for the Queen and the Vatican. What I found out, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but the United States Corporation, this ain't United States of America or sovereignty, this is the United States Corporation.
Yep.
The Navy and the Army is actually the Vatican and the Pope's Navy and Army. These are the new Crusaders. Now, have you heard of the stories of the Crusaders going to try to find the Holy Land?
Right.
This is your new Crusaders. The United States Corporation, Army, and Navy is the Vatican. So the Vaticans, the Pope sit on top of these corporations, the Illuminati.
Right.
The Rockefellers.
Right.
The Wahlbergs.
Right.
This is what I just recently doing research. You know, you gotta separate the bullshit from the reality shit. And that's crazy how the Vatican of the Popes, they own globe. They got
They
a
own
1,000
everything.
military bases across the world.
Definitely.
And a lot of people don't know that the popes of Vatican, you got a black pope and a white pope. The white pope stays in the public size, and the black pope stays behind the scene calling shots. I
That's
don't know. If I
crazy.
just wanted to share that.
That's
with y'all.
crazy. I definitely wasn't
so
on that.
Now you know understand why we had the Vietnam War, the Pearl Harbor War. You know the whole thing of these civil wars is because of these cats on top of everybody. You know, calling shots. Corporation, the
Right,
middle
right.
people, then the slaves, and the bottom feeders of the pyramid.
Right,
so
right.
I just wanted to share that with y'all. It goes beyond our
It go
limitation of not knowing and understanding what's going on.
That's why we need to figure out. We really need to figure out on a wide scale. Like I said earlier. Now that we woke, now what? Like, what do we do
Just
with
gotta-
it? Like, what do we do with the woke? You dig what I'm saying? Like,
You just got to move forward. It ain't nothing that you can't do. You can just keep pushing that line on awakening everybody else that's sleeping. If you got sponsors, if you got people that's in the hierarchies that's not a part of this Illuminati, Hollywood, entertainment, bought out system, because we all know that our people's been selling us out for a bag this whole entire time.
hell yeah.
We know it for a fact.
You know what I was telling my
we
son?
we might feel that we don't have no power, no anything. You just gotta have that spirit and keep moving forward. Is how I look at it, bro.
Oh yeah. You know, I was having a conversation with my son the other day, and he was complaining about about some of the staff that's in the facility where he is, and I was telling him, I was like, bro, that go back to us being taught wrong, because we teach our kids, we're taught in the hood that if we work up there, you the police.
Yeah.
Well, we need our people to be the police. We need our people to work in the prisons.
Now, are you okay? Now you're talking on some Charleston White
That's
situation.
the Italian mafia send their kids to be police.
You dig what I'm saying?
Lawyers.
The cartel
and
pays the
judges.
police.
Bro,
to go right out.
my thing is,
right on.
bro, we've been taught so we've been fucking so blind, bro, for so long.
Yeah.
Bro, we sit there and complain about, damn, the police shooting niggas.
Okay, Scoop. So do you think? Have you heard of Charleston White?
No.
Charleston
From Texas, yeah.
Oh, the Texas, the idiot.
So, do you think he's right then?
Some of the shit he
Some of the shit he be
The
saying be
awareness.
right, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But the way he's coming up off of it is kind of.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
It's not weird. It's disrespecting. You know.
Right,
it's-
right.
Being his age.
Right,
It's
right.
entertaining.
Right.
You know, if you
In
really
these
wanna
days and
kick
times,
back,
it's entertaining.
That's all it is.
Yeah. So
But
that's exactly what you're saying. We need police.
It's shock value.
we need people in there, like
It's
we
the new
need-
Howard Stern.
If your cousin
Shock
is,
value.
if your cousin is working in Quentin,
Right.
or if it's your auntie that's you know what I mean, or your brother that's unlocking the doors and shit, and I ain't saying to come hook us up, but goddamn treat a nigga like a human being.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Like you got these motherfuckers like the police that come out here to police us. These motherfuckers ain't never had to be in our situation or our circumstance before in their life. So they look at it like, damn, these niggas is barbarians. These niggas is baboons.
That's
These
exactly
niggas
how
is
they look at
monkeys.
it, bro.
Because they ain't never had to grow up here. They always had that silver spoon. Like, we ain't no silver spoon. Moms ain't leaving me shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't getting that
Right.
out here. You dig what I'm saying? But they do.
Yeah.
It ain't an even playing field. You dig what I'm saying? The playing field ain't even. You dig what I'm saying?
Ain't even playing field. That's what it is.
It ain't. Bro, if I'm telling you, if I was the president, bro, and I say this all the time, and some people be mad at me for saying it, bro, but if I was the president, bro, like, or if I ran this motherfucker, bro, one thing that I would do to even the playing field a little bit is that everybody that turned 18, bro, I'll make them go to basic. Everybody go to basic training. Everybody go to basic training. Basic training is a place where it don't matter your social status. It don't matter how much money your mom and them got. It don't matter what hood this nigga come from or how good he is over here. Nah, they're gonna bust your ass down and teach you and give you education. Everybody ain't equipped to raise a child. Everybody can't raise a girl to be a woman. Everybody can't raise a boy to be a man. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody ain't equipped to do it. But if we even the playing field, you dig what I'm saying? We give everybody the same opportunity.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Look, you can go to school you can go you can go to this school. Nah, I know you ain't got the money to go over here, but you smart as fuck. We gonna put you right here.
Right.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
So create more logical programs for us to
Way more
the training.
to training it. We gotta
Not this
reprogram.
regular.
We gotta reprogram, bro.
Reprogram.
Cause
There you go. That's the word.
bro,
It'll definitely drop the crime
Go
rate.
ahead.
Yeah, you
'Cause
can't-
If everybody got some, ain't got to take.
you ain't gotta
nothing
take
from
nothing, bro.
Yeah.
If I knew about stocks, real estate, and basic living skills and shit, if they push that narrative, how they were trying to push the sexual narrative, like they try to push a sexual narrative on your kids, and bro,
Real
I am
shit.
pro-life. I don't care whatever you is. That's what you is.
Right.
Compare that to how
That's
it was
done.
on TV in the 80s. How strict.
It was stricter. And I'm not saying they gotta make it strict. All I'm saying is don't push a sexual narrative, whether it be heterosexual or homosexual, on my kid.
So you-
I don't want my kid learning about sex.
So you're agreeing with me?
You right.
Then you're agreeing
You
that
right.
they're purposely and intentionally.
Oh, it's an
pushing the
agenda,
narrative.
bro. It's a
Definitely.
whole narrative that they pushing, and they're trying to keep, bro. No, that's I want to be able to tell my kids, and I want to be proud of my son growing up to be a man. I don't want him to be feminine.
What do you think about these our own black brother celebrities that are pushing that narrative? What would you say?
They have to. They have to because
I know, but I'm saying
if they go against it, then they wrong. If I say that I want my son to be a bull, I want my son to be a man and grow up to be a man, an emasculate man, I don't want him to be soft.
Right.
Then I'm wrong politically.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? When I'm wrong. So if I'm on the public stage, I'll be canceled.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? My whole livelihood, my way of getting money will be canceled if I come out and tell the truth. I gotta say, oh, okay, I'm okay with this, with you being gay. And
in other words, you're saying they sold out.
you have to. They had to. in order to keep that bag.
But would you put yourself in that? Would you do the same?
With my morals and my standards, bro, I wouldn't do that. That ain't what I do.
Man.
I
That's
can't.
what I wanna hear,
I can't.
Me and Ad came to a conclusion on the
Bro,
same,
when you
agreeing on the same
when
thing,
you
bro.
stand on morals and principle, bro, like
That's what
I
I'm
ain't,
about. You say, then what? Keep going on.
bro. You keep moving, bro. I ain't rich, bro, and I
Kids
can't miss
gotta
what I
hear
never
what we're
had.
talking about.
You
This
real
generation
shit.
that's why I want to broadcast it. They need to know about us older OGs.
Hell yeah.
Speaking that real game.
Hell
They
yeah.
don't hear this in the street. All they talk about is Glock 9, AK-47, Mini Ruger 14s, selling dope. Which way? If they can hear another
Life
side
ain't
of the
that
game,
hard, bro.
Huh?
Life ain't that hard. And bro, I didn't know that, and I didn't want to hear nobody tell me this when I was 20-something years old. Bro, life ain't. Bro, do you remember being out here selling rocks and shit, right?
Hell yeah.
You remember every broad had their own car, had their own apartment.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They
I
working a
remember.
job that pay like $15 an hour, bro,
Yeah.
and making it.
And they had their own shit.
They had their own
And
shit
loving life.
and loving life. Bro, we out here getting shot at, getting chased by the bailouts, the red team, all kind of shit, bro, and not paying attention to where life ain't that hard. It ain't that hard for her.
Right.
She got a little chicken shit job. I make way more money than her. I just don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I was taught to go get some goals.
That's true.
That's the whole reason why
true.
you're talking about if you would turn 18, you brought up the training.
Right, the training and the programming, bro. Like,
Programming,
that's why I said, bro, when motherfucker turn 18, if you ain't on the right path, then that basic training, bro, like a motherfucker, the basic life skills that are how to fire a weapon properly, how to store a weapon properly, how to fill out an application, go get it. School ain't for everybody.
If my kids would have came to me and said they want to join the military, I wouldn't have been mad.
I wouldn't have been mad either, bro.
This is the other
Dope.
side I wanted to share with the audience.
You'll get
with
to
y'all
travel.
fan base and audience. Just picking at y'all brain to let the audience and everybody out there know that, you know what I'm saying, we just not no regular hip hop, rap, street artists out here. We do have a life.
Hell
we
yeah.
do have moral living and thoughts and thinking. And I that's what I wanted to share with the audience today. And you guys doing a great job, fine job at it, you know, explaining. Because I wanted to give the fans of y'all fan base and our fan base and the audience another side of y'all.
Hell
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying that some might seen it, your personal loved ones might seen it, but I wanted to give the outside of the box, you know, a picture frame and a storyline of who you guys really are inside, you know, instead of the exterior side, the internal side. So,
Right.
you know, I appreciate the love and the prosperity of the game y'all teaching us, because these kids got to hear it too at the same time.
They got to.
So,
Bro, I'm glad you did this, bro, and I love you for calling the motherfucker, bro, and having the nigga come over here, bro.
Ain't nobody else really pushing
I
that.
really-
We got people out there, but I wanted to hit y'all inside of here with something a little different.
Hell yeah, I
bro.
appreciate that,
You
bro.
know, not just the music, but just, you know, just some moral living, moral thoughts, and moral conversations about where our generation is headed and where we're headed, and how they're gonna look at us. Not knowing what we're thinking. So this was a great way of building this 2.5 square miles film, TV, and music to give the voice back to the neighborhood.
Yep.
That you know that don't cover through these elite network stations,
Right.
cable stations throughout social media. So you know that means a lot. So what's up with you still got you pumping new music now?
Bro, we still doing music. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what
Me
it
and
is.
Band-Aid,
Still grinding.
me and Band-Aid still grinding. I'm pushing Screw and G-Boy right now. They got a new project. We got another artist
Shout out
named
to
Swag.
G-Boy, what's up, boy?
I'm just me and Band-Aid trying to push the younger generation to the front.
All top.
You know what I mean?
That's what it is. That's a good look.
I'm on a different hype myself. I mean, it might sound funny and shit, bro, because, bro, I'm on a whole nother hype, bro. Like, I don't want to push nothing negative, bro. Like, I don't want to do no negative shit.
All top.
Like,
Ain't nothing wrong
you come
with
get
that.
me for a song and shit. Get me on the party song. Get me on the
Ain't
song
nothing
about the
wrong with
bitches.
that. That's growth.
Like, I don't want to tell nobody else's kids, bro.
Still, you being real to yourself. That's all that matters.
That's all that matter, bro. I don't want to tell nobody kids to go do, and I hope that ain't what my music do. I've been through some shit in my life, and I rap about that.
Exactly.
I don't want it to be misconstrued as a glorify of me glorifying some shit, bro. This shit
And being hypocrite.
and being a hypocrite, bro. But right now, bro, the journey that I'm on right now, my spiritual journey, bro. Like I just want everything in my life positive, bro.
Right.
Like I don't want no negative karma. I don't want no negative shit in my life, bro. Like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, bro. I got a clothing line, bro. My Blackbird.
Hey.
You dig what I'm saying? I don't want nothing negative in my life, bro. Like my clothing line, I want it to represent a positive vibe. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And that's what I'm trying to have in my life, bro. Like I'm at the point in my life where I just want to live easy, bro. You dig what I'm saying? I want to live positive, bro. Everything I do is positive, bro. I'm trying to eat right, live right, bro, and be right. I'm trying to put out different fruits. You dig what I'm saying? Instead of them poison fruits, bro. Like I'm trying to.
The GMO food, I'm telling you, they getting us with, they shooting up our vegetables and fruits with pesticides and shooting up our meat with steroids.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's crazy. Like Dr. Sabi said, everything, we came from a natural-based plant food, which was the Garden of Eden before Cain killed Abel.
Right.
That's where you get the word Cain, and Abel's brother, that's where you get the word Cain and Abel. Abel, cannibalism. That's where you get the Cain and Abel from. And he took us away from, because there was a matriarch system back before it was a patriarch system. A lot of us don't know about this shit. We came from my mother womb. So my aunt, I'm in hotel. Everybody say amen at the end of the prayer. We talk about this over the phone. Everybody, I don't give a fuck what nationality you, what color, red, blue, purple, everybody say amen. So if we agree on saying amen at the end of our prayer, can we not know that that's Amen Ra, Amen Hotep, your Adam and Eve, your Atom in your bodies, your Adam, your Aman, your Amen.
Talk to him.
Can we not? So, miss me, all you, and we not racist. I'm gonna just let y'all know that we love all types of walk of life, knowing that we just concluded about everybody came from a dark melanated race.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? So we can't be racist people. It's the people pushing the agenda out there to hide the fact that they come from the human kind of color melanated people. So, you know, I mean, but it's a great awakening, man, and of our generation growing up and showing the young cats out there that it can be possible. It's a strong possibility that we can make a change, and it starts right here today.
Definitely.
On March, is it April? March?
It's March.
It's March
31st.
Nipsey Hussle,
Y'all,
rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
2023. We talked about that. You know what I'm saying? So we can make a difference if we congregate and you know, we talk out each other differences and pros and cons. It can happen. It can happen. It's just, you know, I think the jealousy and the enviness and the programming of the generations elder and younger that can't break that cycle. It's a cycle. It's a psychopath cycle that people are still going through, that are actually having a hard time fighting with or moving forward as a tribe globally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got anything out new coming?
Now, like I said, I just dropped my album in January, man. Zamusa, the old king, and
we talk about that.
Still working on shit. I'm always in the lab.
The Moors, the Empire of Mali.
One thing about it is, the thing about music, bro, is like you just like, you don't even do it. Like if you doing music and shit, and if you in music to make some money, bro, then you in it for the wrong reason, bro. Like if you're not doing it because you love this shit, then stop, bro. It's an expensive habit.
It is.
It's like when people go play golf.
It is.
It
really
is. It's an expensive habit.
So,
but if you love it, then you're doing it for the love, and then hey, something might crack off for you. But do this shit because you loving it. Don't do it because you think that you're gonna get a bag.
Right.
They gotta come within you first.
They gotta come within you first.
Gotta be a passion. You know?
And then if you set yourself apart and be somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Be yourself instead of trying to be the nigga that's hot, the other nigga that's hot. You know what I'm saying? You don't try to be like that nigga. Right. Just be your own shit, bro. That's what's gonna get you.
It's great to hear how you talked about being real with yourself and about not really wanting to come out with negative music no more. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna be a party or a positive album, go ahead and shoot it to me. We talked about that. That's the way I was moving in my music today. Revolutionary, militant wise, moving forward. You know, trying to keep the positivity in the hood, and that's great to see you to hear that. I'm path. As both of us.
Yeah, I'm not
perfect. We're just reporting.
I'm just
what's going on.
Right.
At the same time too. You know what I'm saying? So
I want to uplift something. You dig what I'm saying? Instead of, I don't want to tear no shit down, bro.
That's different than you were doing in your past.
Definitely. I mean, because
music.
And you know, we out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you say that's growth.
That's a lot. That's a whole bunch of growth in my, you know what I mean? I ain't in the streets no more anyway.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
That's part of it.
I ain't in the streets no more. So
But
a nigga could be like, nigga, you lying.
You said earlier, Ro, you said that if I knew it was just easy to be happy.
Right.
So we was just brainwashed and caught up with the bullshit out here.
Life ain't that hard, bro.
Yeah.
Life ain't that hard, bro.
It ain't.
I enjoy watching, going to the house, rolling my weed, kicking my feet up on my coffee table and watching Netflix or something, bro. With some snacks, bro.
That's what it is.
I'm cool,
That's
bro.
what I'm doing,
I am cool. I like my little incense, bro. Smoke my little weed and be in my own little world, bro. Like I said, I just try to keep it all mellow right
got
now.
100 years to live.
That's
You
it.
can make weed music and blow the fuck up.
Period.
That too.
All
I
weed
can rap
music.
about weed all day.
Blow the and be the man.
But I don't want to speak no negativity into the universe, bro.
What was that they said? They called it the universal attraction. Put
Right.
out karma,
Right.
chaos, and mayhem will come right
Right.
back to you. And I
Right.
believe
Me too.
the frequencies and the vibration you put out there
Me
comes
too.
right back around.
Me too. I'm not trying to push that narrative, just like I don't think while we were saying that they pushing their own narrative and trying to push the sexual narrative on our kids. I don't want to be pushing I don't want to be complaining about them pushing that narrative on my kids, and then I'm pushing another narrative on somebody else's kids. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly. Well put.
I can't do. I don't want to.
Imagine your own son going through that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like, come on, man. You
Hell
put a
yeah.
pistol on his hand. What if that man put a pistol in your son's hand and then he went to do 25?
And then my son, like I said, my son in jail right now facing some time, bro. And I kept my son with me as a kid. You know, I ain't never been no deadbeat nigga. I always had my son with me. Yeah, he in there right now. He ain't in prison, but he in the county fighting and shit. But I can't help but think, bro, is all this shit he doing, is that a product of what him watching me do growing up?
What do you think?
It is. I mean, is it not? Yeah. Is it a product of my music and, oh, that's my dad? Like, this we from over here? And
to admit to it, you did.
That shit hurt, bro.
To bite down on
that shit hurt, bro.
That's what I say to my kids, smoking weed, they drinking now, but where they learn that from me
bro,
around the house.
For real.
You know, trying to look cool and all that shit. And I look back and I feel bad.
Bro, when I was growing up, it was a certain thing called grown folk business when I was growing up.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? When I was growing up, you wasn't finna be in grown folk business. If grown folk rolling weed, your young ass ain't right here where grown folk rolling weed. Whatever grown folk doing, you ain't doing. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't in my mouth. I don't want you in grown folk conversation. Get your ass over there. You hear us talking.
True.
Now we conversate on the phone in front of our kids. We do whatever. Right there with the kids right there. Roll up. And then don't expect these motherfuckers to be on that same hype. And that's where I fucked up as a parent, and I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
I regret that as a parent.
Real shit.
Crazy. And it's you know, first and foremost, it's good that we admitting it, you know, from our wrongs. And it's crazy, man. That's the whole reason of building this platform right here, talking back to the kids. And like, you know, if they hear the adults and their leaders admit point blank that we
fucked up.
Yeah.
We fucked up.
As being parents to
We
y'all,
fucked up, bro.
As OG managing y'all, we fucked up. We know that. And, you know, please forgive us, but this is what it is. I want to teach you a part of the game that wasn't taught to me.
Right.
But now that we're no longer indoctrinated, now that we woke, we're not sleeping no more, I want to give this game to y'all.
And you know what's hard, though?
It might not be too...
I'm going to tell you what's hard. It's hard when these motherfuckers when a motherfucker see you doing all the shit you do, and then you come back and be like, nah, bro, don't do that. That shit ain't cool, bro, don't do that.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
Like we said, I watched Michael Washington roll past this motherfucker and ball out. I wanted to be that.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? You can't show me all that.
Right.
And entice me with all that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden be like, nah, bro, this ain't the way to go.
Yeah, it's hard, man. Yeah.
It is hard, but it's...
Nigga, that was the way for you.
It's hard, yeah. You're right. You're right.
But you can't share the game to where when you was doing that, you wasn't woke.
I wasn't woke, bro.
So the kids can't hold you accountable or responsible for your past historic history of being out here with the cons.
And I always tell my kids that I wish I wouldn't have had y'all when I was so young.
You know, yeah, it's going to be hard for them not to accept it, but when you tell them, when you admit to them, be like, look, son, or daughter, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't know the shit that I know now, I did not know, and I want to make sure you don't go down that path.
Because we was taught
I'm
wrong.
entitled.
We was taught wrong.
Yeah, I'm your biological father, I'm your parent. I'm your protector.
Right.
I'm your guardian angel. And I don't care what you say or how you talk about, boy, don't you better sit right here before you. They need a good ass whooping at the same time.
Right. When they made that shit a felony,
no
when they made that shit,
no more.
bro, when they made that shit, when they made that shit a felony, schools start getting shot up.
Oh, man.
Real shit.
When they made that shit a felony, schools start getting shot up, bro.
That's crazy, man. But for real, man, these kids, you got to talk to them like that because they so used to thinking they independent, but they still living under your roof.
Under your roof.
They so thinking they independent.
How you running my house?
We still
with
putting
us.
the clothes
We
on
did
their back.
we did the same. We did the same shit, bro.
You know, so don't sit here. I'll be telling my kids, don't be sitting here thinking that you running shit.
You not.
If not, where's your spot at?
Yeah, you can go get your own spot. Right. You could go get your own spot and run your shit.
It ain't that, baby. I know you. I'm just telling you. Don't be sitting up here acting like you own this motherfucker.
Right.
And you're not gonna listen. You're gonna listen. You ain't 21 yet.
Right. You gonna listen. 21
I
or
don't
not.
care if you was over 21.
Yeah, 21 or not. You gonna listen.
On my spot,
you gonna listen.
Live by these house rules and regulations that we got.
Because that's how we was taught.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit more stern when we was taught though.
We gotta still instill these
values. Them values. Hell yeah. Them values.
They can't keep using the 1-2 hit upside the head like that. He used to do that too.
Yeah.
Sell dope, smoke, drink, own drugs, do this. They can't hit it, man. I'm tired of excuses, and that's what the kids use. You used to do it. Look,
we gotta come up from up out of them excuses.
I'm sorry it took me 30 years later.
Yeah, you know we gotta come up out of them excuses. That's one thing that's holding us back.
Yeah,
is excuses.
The kids come with excuses, and the adults come with excuses, man.
I gotta get up out of here, y'all.
So, hey, but before we leave, I want to give a shout out to Ad. Right here, Tony Sane and Scoot Dog, man.
I appreciate you, brother.
Good stars.
Appreciate you.
You know, Lawless Records coming through and slide through and really
appreciate you, bro.
Talk some game for the younger generation and the older generation out there that ain't woke. Appreciate that. You want to give a shout out on your Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah. At Instagram at KAPONE. That's ADKAPONE. You know what I'm saying? Check me out. My new shit out, Mansa Musa, The Old King, dropped January. Finna start shooting some videos. Yeah, check me out.
Man, y'all hit me up, Black Boy Hood Star. And y'all already know what it is, man. I'm 100% Hood Star, 50% of the group. So y'all hit my other boy up, Band-Aid Hood Star, on any social media. Man, y'all get at me. I got the Blackbird clothing, fresh out of East Palo Alto. I'm pushing the line. You dig what I'm saying? I'm trying to create some generational wealth. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm just trying everything, man. Y'all come get on this positive journey with me, man, and fuck with your boy. We rocking.
Y'all check us out, 2.5 square miles, film, TV, music. Look us up, YouTube for this live. It will be on Instagram and Facebook coming soon. Appreciate y'all. Straight about East Palo Alto, right here out of North America, the West Coast, out the San Francisco Bay Area, the smallest ghetto in America. East Palo Alto, peace.
Ooh. This dope, bruh. The whole little setup, bruh. How you brought it out here outside. Yeah, bro. This a whole nother level right here. You see? I like this shit.
Yeah,